No, for our last show of the year, I decided I'm tired of all the important news coming out the Saturday after we record, because we usually record Friday nights. So this time, for the last episode of the year, we decided, fuck it, we're getting ahead of it. We're recording Castranger Saturday night this week.
Yeah, that's why.
For the last episode of the year.
Absolutely.
That's definitely the only reason why, and it did not involve someone's hectic work schedule.
We are not all adults with jobs.
That's two people's hectic work schedules.
We'll let you decide whose they are.
Find out next year.
Come on, Dragon Ball Z.
Unemployment line
Cue the roll call.
Connect.
Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect! Show running super savant. Level up! Bluecaster, super Ichi.
Loud and online. Greycaster, Robolane.
Researcher of the Tokuverse. Yellowcaster, Ultra Guard.
Return to the source material. Greencaster, Zenshin.
Trauma Inducer. Northcaster. Saga.
Combining comedy and critique. On air since 2014. Radio Sentai Castranger!
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 500, and I already forgot again, 517!
Yeah!
It's
Check
Gita,
twice.
right?
No, it's episode Muna.
What the fuck?
Which is great, because we're all about to go hibernate for a couple weeks.
Is it Muna or Muna?
Muna? I don't know.
That was
It's moon in your business.
Money.
Look at it. It's so weird. It looks like a balloon.
It's moon in
Most
your
Pokemon
business.
look like balloons.
No, literally.
That's
Like I want Decker. Could you edit?
Two people trying to answer a question with different answers.
Decker, can you just can you Photoshop like a string like that would be on a balloon underneath Muna?
There's already balloon Pokemon!
Nope.
Jigglypuff
like
is
a water balloon.
Yeah, that's not look like a water balloon.
Mune. There you go.
It's Muna.
Looks like Naruto would use it to practice the Rasengan.
So
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah,
Just explode.
balloon.
Yeah.
Take your word for
I
it.
haven't seen enough Naruto to know.
I'm there with you.
Spin the contents of a balloon.
I'd like to welcome one of our esteemed fans, Thunderbreaster Orb, onto the show tonight. Welcome.
It's Thundercaster Orb Blade, not Thunderbreaster. That's the Orb Fusion.
Thunderbreaster is his
Wrong
Hesots.
fucking show!
No, Thunderbreaster is his Hesots.
I thought you were going to say Thunderbreaster is his porn name.
That's the better one.
To be fair, he has always been known as Thunderbreaster Orb for the longest time.
That is true.
That's why I said it. I defaulted to it.
That is
Well,
also
You're the man
true.
that does not skip.
Well, stop dead naming people on my show.
No, Thunderbreaster Orb is one of the best fucking Ultraman forms ever. It's
Or is he
bad.
one of the breast forms
Yeah,
ever?
look at that shit. Look at the balloon.
It does work very well.
Sure, alright, I'll
Where
write
is
my
this
joke.
string going?
Up, mostly.
Bring Poke Floats back to Smash Brothers, god damn it.
No, that stage was fucking terrible!
That stage was badass as shit.
Wait, which one's the Poke Float?
The one with the Poke Floats!
It's one where you're fighting on like Pokemon balloons as they like
Why
rise.
don't you like that, Ichi?
Because it's awful.
That's just
No,
like your opinion, dude.
Big Blue is awful.
No,
And he's
Final
like, shut your whore
Destination
mouth.
is awful.
No, Final Destination's fucking cute.
If
No
Big Blue is
items,
the,
Final
is the
Destination.
if Big Blue is the side-scrolling one with the F-Zero vehicles, that one I kind of like. That one's less chaotic.
Anyways, for those tuning in for the first time, we're a bunch of balloons that get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider Super Sentai and a third thing.
So what are you saying, Lane? We're just filled with a bunch of hot air?
Yeah. There was a slowpoke balloon!
We're just a bunch of loud
Awesome.
gas bags.
Are you trying to imply that we're just a bunch of aesthetics and no substance?
I mean, point to any of the lies.
I never got to play the Poke Float stage often, so I didn't know there was a slowpoke one. That's awesome.
Anyway, I guess this counts as our Christmas episode.
No,
yeah.
next week's our
Christmas
Christmas
in
episodes.
Toronto.
Are we?
Merry Christmas!
Happy
Are
first
we
day
off for the next 2
winter.
weeks?
Merry
No,
Christmas.
We're doing
It was next Saturday when we come visit.
That,
yeah.
people are supposed to not know that until we do it. You've ruined the Christmas surprise.
Happy Hanukkah.
Didn't know it was-
Lazy Kwanzaa. Tip top tet. And a solid and dignified Ramadan.
Ramadan.
Also, when we do that, it's just news, so it's like a bonus extra episode of Extra, and it's not a normal Castranger show.
Not everyone's gonna see this one.
Happy first day of winter episode. Yeah.
It's when
Technically, that's true. The 21st, this is the first day of the winter season.
Is it the solstice? Okay.
Yeah, it's a solstice, baby.
Oh shit!
That was more soul.
No wonder today was so cold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I went out to wait for groceries this morning with Kelly, and I was like, "It is cold out."
You waited for
Like outside for like 3 minutes.
I just wait at my door on the inside.
I thought you were gonna say I wait for Paul or Cell to get it.
Oh, it's fine.
But which one's the true Kramer? We'll find out next week.
The Crane's
No,
special.
Extra Extra's back only once a year.
It's a Christmas
the
treat.
Christmas. It's the Christmas.
We do it legitimately, so we don't have to have like a shit fucking ton of news when we come back.
Just once a year, there's extra news.
Anyways, we got
News,
a fuck
just
ton of news to
once
talk
a
about.
year.
Yeah.
Speaking of our gods, our news.
News mode.
Our sponsors.
Actually, before we go into news mode, for this episode, we are talking about Kamen Rider Gavv, episode 15.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say that.
Bakuage.
Bakugage?
Bakugan Sentai.
Confirminated.
That's what Blake would love
Where's
to
the
fucking
K?
watch.
Explosive gags!
Bakugage. That's what I'm calling it now. Bakugage.
Bakugage Smentai!
Boonboomger.
Oh, we got Gar laughing.
Oh crap, he broke car.
Good job, Gar. You ruined it.
Bakugage Smentai Boonboomger. Bakugo Sentai! Yo! Give me that side special.
Oh, God. I don't think I want to handle 5 Bakugos. I can barely handle the one.
Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger episode, was it 40?
41.
42?
41.
41?
Yep.
We're on the
So
final.
41. And for our final feature topic for the year, we are celebrating our traditional, since it is the last episode of Castranger for the year, and it's the end of our 10-year anniversary. We are celebrating it with a tribute to one of our longest running theme months, which was December. So we are talking about Tokusou Sentai Decaranger 20th Fireball Boosters.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought we were talking about the 20th episode of Decaranger.
Well, Saul said 20th, so I watched both. So, Lane, it's only 50 minutes. I mean,
cover
if you
your
want to be on
bases.
standby, that's...
Yeah, if you guys don't mind waiting 15 minutes, I'll be right back.
No, we already waited a day.
Wait, did you watch episode 20 of Dekaranger?
No, I didn't. I watched. No.
All fell for the bit.
No, I was trying to continue the bit.
Okay.
It was fun.
All right. We got some news to get through, so let's do it.
News mode.
Hot off the press, because the episodes just aired an hour or so ago, and previews for next things have come up. We have the official reveal of Kamen Rider Vlam, aka Captain Pudding headphones.
Blam,
We should do this every Saturday.
Kamen Rider Blam.
Why does he have headphones?
Because he's the cool younger nude.
Not gonna lie, he kind of looks like a Bionicle.
He does look like a Bionicle.
Yeah.
Kind of does look like a Bionicle. Yeah.
It's a face. The
Like-
face just screams
Hey,
Bionicle.
Decker, Photoshop Vlam's head onto a Bionicle.
Someone's Discord beeping is getting through.
Oh, I think it's probably Thunderbuster.
Give me a second.
So yeah, this is Kamen Rider Vlam, the one that
It's
uses
neat.
pudding as his Gochizo.
I like the helmet.
The helmet reminds me of Gates Revive. It kind of has an hourglassy look to it.
I don't dislike the antenna, but I think I'd prefer without them. I'm literally like covering them up right now.
I just don't know why.
I'm imagining it without it, and it doesn't quite look complete.
You know, no, do you know why? It's because the pudding, like the actual pudding, looks like headphones. Like,
Oh, like the cans of a headphone?
I just think it's funny
I hate
because
it.
I was like, I'm hiding the antenna, so I'm doing literally the 10 Shinhan pose with my fingers to remove the antennas.
I mean, it kind of was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the antennas are fine.
They're fine.
Yeah,
It's just like
I like it. It adds to it.
I get that like the things that are all over his chest piece are like pudding and flan that are like melting and such.
It looks like candy corn.
Hear
They
me out.
doesn't
On,
look
hear,
like
no,
candy
hear
A,
me
they
out
do
on
look
this,
like
guys.
candy corn, but B, they also look like rows of teeth going around his arms.
yeah.
Rows
Hear
of
me out.
teeth after eating as many snacks as Shoma would.
Hear me out on this. We need a TFCC special Kamen Rider Deno versus Vlam.
Why?
Because Momotaros likes pudding. It's his favorite food.
Decker kind of said what I was thinking. It does look kind of naked.
Yeah.
Like, can we get that picture of all three of them together? Because I know the bottom half is kind of sparse on these guys already, but I don't know. Like, the first two just seem like they're wearing literally more. You know?
I also like I get why, but I don't like how similar his undersuit is to Gav's.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense because they're made by the same person.
Yeah, there's an in-universe.
Again, I
reason.
said I get why, but I don't like it.
I think it would look
It makes
better
sense,
if
and I
the
still-
undersuit was purple instead of gray.
Well,
Yeah.
the other form got leaked, right? He has a pink form.
I couldn't find the image of it, but there was a box set of his driver that shows that he has like
I like
There
the
it
pink
is.
form.
apparently
I like the
that's
form.
his jelly form.
Oh,
Yeah,
You know
that
for a
looks
fact
that
it's
looks
not
dope as
Shoma?
shit.
Yes.
I like the pink form.
I like it more.
you think it was?
I'm looking at the undersuit, and I'm like, the best explanation is that it's Shoma. And I'm
It's
just
not.
like,
It's
the
Rage 9,
yeah,
the
the
jellyfish
jellyfish.
dude.
okay.
Now I'm probably gonna get the belt depending on how cool the sounds are in this thing.
Speaking of the belt, also we have a good close-up shot of his belt, which is apparently called the Velastam gear,
Okay.
and his primary gimmick is Dopuding. Dopudding?
pudding.
Dopudding.
Pudding. Yeah, no, someone's gonna put that jingle over his first fight.
I'm glad I wasn't just earlier this week that just popped back into my head because
Yeah, no,
someone was mentioning pudding. I was
That's an
like,
earworm, man. That shit stays in your skull.
Between it using like a jelly-like substance and having this like crank on the side, this is
Splash
Gav's
driver.
version of the Splash Driver. Yeah.
What's it supposed to be? Like, what's the belt supposed to be?
I was about to ask. Like, so it's a granite, so it has a Gavv, right?
Yeah.
Like, so I guess
Why
it needs like a transforming one to do this.
Mm.
So like the episode we haven't watched yet, obviously. Like, I wonder what the reason for it is that he has it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a can opener. Yeah.
Oh, that's not a Gochizo.
No, it's a
No.
different thing.
Yeah.
No.
I like the little goo on
The
the
question
handle.
is, though, are they also alive like Gochizo, or are they just straight up?
We can only hope they're still alive. Otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah, if we're not murdering sentient small creatures, what's the point?
Well, I mean, okay, like the Gochizo are, like they're made as a byproduct of Shoma being a stomach, and those are his minions. Like they all can make minions in some way. So this isn't from a Gavv, and it's not from Shoma. So I don't think
That-
they'd be alive.
Yeah, that's
No,
a point
yeah,
in that they're probably not alive. But
Yeah.
again, these are made by Nielv, and if he creates if this is an experiment he's doing, it's got to be at least a little cruel.
Yeah, it's
Yes, right.
with some help from Dr. Sugar. So
I think he kills Gochizo and puts the energy into these.
I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
I will say though, I do love pudding quite a bit, specifically butterscotch pudding. So
You love putting what where? Get ready. There's going to be an endless supply of those jokes all year.
Damn it, guys! Now I want another pudding.
I no, I'm actually kind of want to go out and get pudding.
No, you. I want.
It is like the Splash Driver Rider.
Yep. There's a shot of him henching in it,
Do a thing, and it fills up with pudding.
and it just looks like he's being bathed in a tub of piss.
Grease has come back.
Today's fetish.
Grease has returned.
Featuring the writer's poorly disguised fish.
Yep.
This is out in crowd at this point.
All right.
All I'm saying is, if somebody photoshops really hard enough to when he transforms, it's Kirame Silver, you get a gold star.
Someone noted that both this form and Kirame Silver are suits that are mostly silver with a bit of orange.
Mm.
I really like the eyes and mouth.
Yeah, like I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of like the putting like around his arms, like that go under his arm and over his arm.
I like.
I don't not
the rows of teeth.
I don't like the like oozing on his knees, but like the helmet and the belt, I'm actually a fan of. So.
And I'm seeing it now. I'm picturing like they're saying, "What should we design this guy on?" Some guy with like coke under his nose. Ant-Man.
But I will say the pink out of his two forms we see here, the pink one's so much better. It's so cool.
I'll wait until I see a better shot of the pink form, but
like
you know what, Sal? You mentioned it, and yeah, he kind of does look like Yellow Jacket.
I was thinking that a little bit, but I wasn't gonna say it.
I'm going to
Why not?
disintegrate
Speak your
you.
mind, Lane.
Yeah, playing Disintegration.
From The Cure.
It looks a little more comic accurate than the MCU's Yellow Jacket, actually.
Sorry, not Yellow Jacket. MODOK. Excuse me.
Stop being a person.
Stop being a dick.
all right. And then also revealed is this new Gavv poster, which not only shows Vlam but also Bitter Gavv and Dark Valen.
That's cool.
That dark Chocodon looks fucking sick.
Now, knowing that both regular Valen and Dark Valen exist, comparatively, Dark Valen is a lazy redesign. But if we had gotten this as normal Valen instead of the actual Valen, I'd have liked it way the fuck more.
Okay, honest question. When does it not when does it shift from being lazy to brilliant? Because I know differing opinions on this, but a good example of it is that I love the Spider-Man 3 black suit. But it is just a recolor.
Yeah.
So that's my question. When does it stop being lazy and start being inspired?
It really does depend on how it all comes together.
Mm-hmm.
I would consider this lazy in the sense of it's not doing enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna sound pretentious, but it really does come to that je ne sais quoi factor.
Like how it's used.
Yeah,
I think the brown chocolate part should have been black instead.
Yeah, or at least a darker brown.
Oh, okay. Actually, Decker, can you Photoshop the brown parts on Dark Valen to black if you can? And we'll just see how that looks. I want to see that. But I like to think the reason Dark Valen is a thing, this is just my theory, is this is going to be the stage where Honto finds the truth about Shoma, and it pisses him off so much to the point that he just kind of falls off the edge for a little bit. And then it's going to take him a bit to get back to where he was. But this is just him kind of going through a thing.
Now, here's a good example of lazy amount of effort, but really well done execution. Bitter Gavv, I think, looks fucking sick.
Yes.
Oh, it looks amazing. It's so good. Look at Sparkin Gummy, apparently, is what he uses.
Sparkin Gummy.
Look at it. It's got like fangs and shit. It's got like
a chain
on the bottom.
Finally, you know what this is? This is the Gochizos reaching their edgy teen phase.
I was gonna say,
they're maturing.
I legit love this Gochizo. Just like how it looks like an 80s monster movie creature, like gremlins or critters.
Got teeth.
It's what happens when you let the candy go sour.
Oh.
Well, we also see a better picture of like the pudding gimmick. It actually looks like it's got like a derpy mouth and eyes.
It does look like it has eyes.
So there probably is alive too.
Oh, fun.
I am the dope pudding.
Which means this thing gets to have its head ripped open and its brains dumped into the belt.
Chilled
I'm just thinking of those like Ripley clones from Alien Resurrection.
Oh my! That's gonna come up later, Lane.
I mean, if it wasn't made to suffer, is it really a Gochizo?
That's valid. That's true. Yeah. That is what they're here for.
Sorry, little Pikmin.
So I guess Bitter Gavv, I'm guessing since the poster, like that Shoma is caking, so I guess Bitter Gav's a different person?
The popular rumor going around is that Jeep becomes Bitter Gavv.
Oh.
What if it's Dread?
What if it's Sachika?
What if it's Sugar?
Just to go with the Bionicle joke, he kind of gives off Makuta vibes.
Oh, Dr. Sugar is Bitter Gavv would be interesting.
On this isle of Metanu.
It's Dente.
It's Dente. He's been evil all along.
Yeah,
hungry.
I've been thinking that in the back of my head for a while, and I like the fact that his name is Dente, so that he's literally Dr. Teeth.
Dr. Teeth.
Uncle Dente.
This series ends with him starting a band.
Dr. Teeth and the what? The Electric Mayhem.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Which is a great name for a band.
Fucking great name. Thank you, Muppet Show.
But yeah, so very, very cool. Moving on, Super Sentai in the last little bit announced their 50th anniversary with this very cool emblem and a trailer or two to celebrate this franchise as we close in towards the formal announcement of Gozeuger.
So yeah, do you mind if I take the wheel on this?
Yes, you're going to talk about the number changing?
Well, that and basically, so last week on, I believe it was Saturday, it was sometime last weekend, Toei producer Shiro Kura announced to everyone that starting with the oh, okay.
Yeah,
that looks fucking way better.
That's so good.
Black Valen.
Yeah, that's what we should have gotten, dude.
Now I don't necessarily identify it as chocolate, though.
I disagree.
It's 100%. It's 100% chocolate cocoa.
Cocoa-tastic.
100% cacao.
Black lip.
All right, God, continue. Sorry.
Into chocolate.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So Shiro Kura announced that the following after Boonboomger, Ichiban Sentai Gozeuger will be the 50th anniversary project for Super Sentai. Yeah. So for, I want to say, since Decaranger, Super Sentai has been celebrating by season. So you know, the year 2000 was the 25th anniversary. However, we celebrated by seasons. So season 25, that's our big season. You know, 30, 35, 40, 45. You know, 50 is, though, a big deal. That's half a century.
Yeah.
And Shiro Kura mentioned back when Superhero Senki came out during the 45th and 50th anniversaries of Kamen Rider and Super Sentai respectively, that would probably be the end of the anniversary collaborations, because they want to have Super Sentai and Kamen Rider have their own thing.
Oh, so is that why we've been seeing like different Sentai teams and their technology showing up more permanently in a couple of seasons now? Like why Tokuo is
I believe so, because next year we're getting more of the Biondi and Boonboomger, his toy is compatible with the new subline of toys called the Robo Universe, which for listings that we have for next year is going to continue. Mm-hmm. It's to sort of, because, you know, like I said, 50 years. So they have back when Lupin Ranger versus Pat Ranger came out, in magazines they confirmed Lupin Ranger is Team 42 and Pat Ranger is Team 43. However, I want to say
suck it, Go Riders.
But because go fuck the Go Riders, I guess, from Hurricaneger. But somewhere along the line, I guess they were pulling the brakes. They didn't want to do it. So Lupin Ranger and Pat Ranger, it's one of the Sentai Gears and Avataro Gears. They are both number 42.
Okay.
Just the discrepancy and the mind changing and the flip flopping and is it by team or by year or by season?
So we are now doing it by year.
Okay. So what they should have done in the first place.
Yeah, what they should have done in the first place. So now Zenkaiger, and this is what everyone's a bit fussy about.
Zenkaiger's helmet not being accurate anymore?
Zenkaiger was the 45th team with the 45th season, but now they're the 46th team, so now it just doesn't make sense.
No one ever accused John Toei of being smart.
I see it as, like, Zenkaiger is the 46th team, but they're celebrating, like, the 45th anniversary of Sentai.
Yeah, so, which, there was this cute little fan art that someone did of, like, Toei execs holding Zenkaiger down, and they look at
taping a 6 on him.
Yeah. They're taping a little attachment to his helmet, so it says 46.
I saw that. Someone posted.
Yeah. So next year is the 49th. This is where it gets confusing.
This is where it gets confusing.
Yes. Listen, Gozeuger is the 50th team. to coincide with the 50th anniversary.
Right.
I'm with you.
With the 49th season.
You've lost me.
I'm my own Sentai. I'm my own Sentai. It's
So
funny, I know, but it really is so.
But you know, I've been trying to say it for years now. Super Sentai Psycho Battle.
There it is.
Just make that season 43, and thus we can have everything lined up now for Super Sentai.
My advice is to not worry about this sort of thing and just enjoy yourself.
All I gotta say is, Gozuger better be fucking amazing to merit all of this bullshit. If we're going to all this effort and Gozuger ends up terrible, riots!
When was the last time a milestone and I mean this non-facetiously, I'm genuinely asking. When was the last time a milestone project like this actually lived up to its own hype?
I was fully ready for you to say, when was the last time an anniversary series was bad? And I was going to cut you off with Zenkaiger.
When was the last time they...
Zio?
I would say Gokaiger.
Did Zio live up to its own hype? I don't know about that.
No.
I don't know about that.
Wait, are you asking which one did or which one didn't?
When was the last time one did?
Gokaiger.
That's the answer.
But that's a technicality because Japan, like, a lot of them came back when they weren't supposed to.
I was there for a decade, and that was Greta Garbo, and I'm just like, jeez.
So yeah, we got a little teaser. It's cute. It's what it is that logo. it's every Red Ranger or every team leader from Super Sentai, from Go Ranger to,
and they count down so that it leads. They count down from 50 so that it leads to Gozuger being number 1. I was about to ask for that image. Thank you, Decker. So yes, we got a better look at Gozu Red's suit.
I like it.
Welcome to our thumbnail for the next year.
His chest piece has been memed the shit out of, like it's a fucking viewing globe.
Has anyone done that?
We did that. We did it with the Tommy globe. It fits perfectly. It was great.
No, that's just Poe from the Teletubbies.
Yes,
He's got a tummy
Wolf.
TV.
But yeah, it sounds like that little circular chest piece is going to light up when it does shit.
Love the helmet.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
I'm not sure about the visor. Like, it looks a little...
Match Gatefall, Castranger logo.
Yeah.
I'm getting Geordie LaForge vibes from the hype, but that's just me.
Someone do a goatee.
Whatever the fuck that is.
Oh, Mr. Electric! How do you not know Mr. Electric?
Stick MODOK in there.
Shark Boy Lava Girl.
Fucking MODOK.
So yeah, we got a teaser. We got a teaser, and then we got the announcement that on Christmas Day, so for us it'll be Christmas Eve, we'll finally get we'll essentially get probably the premise, who's writing and who's directing.
I just
see
that
Gozuger.
See that image with the number 1, and my brain just goes, "Oh, that Tachiga, number 1."
Better than me. My mind went, "We are number 1." That's all I'm gonna be thinking about this entire.
Baby, now you feel like number 1.
There's gonna be so many music videos to that.
Yeah.
Especially if they bicker as much as I think they're going to.
As much as I hope they will.
Yeah, just take footage, like any footage from Gozuger of them like bickering and nannigansing, and just stick "We Are Number 1" on it.
If Inoue is writing this, I'm leaving.
It probably won't be Inoue. Though I wouldn't mind.
Imagine if Senkaiser Black showed up.
Bring back Urobuchi.
Just have Zenkaiser Black show up at the end of every Sentai from now.
No, this is my crazy idea, in which it would probably never fucking happen.
Mm-hmm.
I want Kiyotaka Taguchi to helm the 50th anniversary of the Super Sentai.
Okay.
Taguchi is more of the Ultraman guy in the last few years, but I just give him Super Sentai and I am game. I will watch everything that man does.
I mean, it feels like everybody in Toku is handing Hideaki Anno stuff these days, so just give us an Anno Sentai. Give us Shin Sentai.
Shin Go Ranger.
Nah, he's too busy doing his Battleship Yamato 50th anniversary.
Really?
Yeah,
I'd watch the shit out of that.
exactly right. But yeah, I am just. We'll have more information next week. That will be our extra Christmas episode where we'll be all together to talk about Gojuja.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm still just one last thing. I'm still confused as to whether or not it's pronounced number 1 Sentai Gojuja or Ichiban Sentai Gojuja.
Someone in the Discord suggests it's number 1 because 1 is the sound canines make in Japanese, and the leader is a wolf.
One.
Yeah, it is.
Number 1.
Yeah, I can see that.
He was number 1.
The main.
The katakana does say number 1.
Yeah, red is literally just Smitty Werben Jingerman Jensen.
It's an anagram of Inochi, which means life.
So before we now let's quickly slide back over to Boonboomger.
You mean the
With the next
Bakuage
story.
Smentai?
Yes, the Bakugage.
So even though the show's not over yet, they've announced a memorial edition of the Boom Changer.
What do they know that we don't?
Which this gives me hope that we're gonna get a memorial Boom Boom booster with change action.
I don't know, Lane. When they did the Goanger one, they only did Go on Red.
But let's also remember they did both Oger calibers.
Well, yeah, but that's an easy retool.
I feel like it wouldn't be too much work.
I like the Boom
But maybe.
Changers.
Me too.
Yeah, I think they're cool.
So yeah, Premium Bandai posted images of the Boom Changer Memorial Edition. The meter moves when you press the pedal. Spins the tiny tire and the changer. Features newly designed parts and hidden screws to give it a more realistic glow and shape. Made for adult collectors, the included belt strap is 130% the size of the DX version. So in case your thick adult wrists couldn't fit this toy made for children.
Barely fit it.
No, I'll just do what everyone else does and get the Velcro straps, or I'll do what our old editor used to do and use seat belts as our Kamen Rider belts.
I thought you were going to say zip ties.
God, that brings back memories.
I know.
Or if your dog's barking.
I'm sorry, that is still one of the coolest things I have ever fucking seen. He took the O's belt and replaced the plastic straps with a seat belt from a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about the barking. It's my neighbor's dog.
It's alright.
Might
It's
be
a
best to
dog.
just mute your mic unless you're talking.
Okay, let me try.
So yes, this set also comes with the Boom trailer. Does recognize the DX Boom cars, so if you've already collected them, this will be a nice thing to buy.
Ooh.
Includes character voices for basically the 5 of them. Oh, also Sakito. Allowing you to play the transformation of all 6 Boonboomgers.
There you go.
Cool.
That tells me no Memorial Boom booster, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You know what I'd like to see a memorial version of? The dark one that the 3-seaters use.
Oh, the Boom Danger?
Yeah.
I could see them doing that.
Yeah.
No, you buy one of these and you have commission someone to paint.
I like it because it's not just a simple recolor. It does have different detailings on it. I really like it.
I don't know, maybe down the line, because that was already Premium Bandai.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aside from character lines, it also has 3 background music tracks. Premium Bandai web exclusive, 13,200 yen, releasing next August.
It's like $140.
Yeah.
But
Plus shipping, tax, customs.
Yeah.
So $9,000.
But can I actually turn into a Boonboomger?
I'll just have to buy it and find out.
Someone out there probably could do it.
Oh boy. I guess we're talking about this one.
Next, speaking of memorial news, the mobilates from Gokaiger.
Mobilates.
The Memorial Best Selection plus Boom set. That's right. The Boomboomgers are getting Ranger keys, which is an excuse to re-release the Mobilates.
Did it. These are really popular still.
You can also buy them separately though, so good.
So I guess Bandai learned their lesson of, hey, maybe we shouldn't. Well, I'm kind of upset because the last 2 years they've done like anniversary sets that come with the new Ranger team's keys.
Except sometimes they don't even put out a new mobile aids. It's just a little
little canister.
Little canister that you just stick the keys in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but this UberEats actually comes with updated sounds for Decaranger, Dawn Brothers, King Oger, and the Boonboomgers.
So that was what my brain was thinking when I was like, why are they re-releasing this toy? And I was like, oh, it probably has the hardware for all the new sounds in it.
Yes.
And you know what? Let's address the elephant in the room because everyone talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
They removed Ikari Guy's audio lines from the UberEats.
As one would expect.
Yep.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering is, did they sneak in Gozuger sounds, or are they going to wait and re-release it again?
No.
They're probably going to re-release it again for Gozuger, so that it's like, you know what they're going to do? Premium Bandai Red Ranger 50th anniversary key set.
Yep.
Where it's all 50 Red Rangers, like all painted, no stickers, and a new UberEats based on the Aka Red one from Decaranger.
Yep.
You know what some tech gremlin is going to do? They're going to hack the thing to put that voice back in.
Or you could just buy the other one. It was only like 5 years ago.
But then it's not complete.
But yeah, I get it. I'm also just a bit upset, but I get it.
You have two UberEats. One for being up to date, one for when you're being edgy.
And of course, these are the new Ranger keys, the ones where you can actually click them and they pop up, like in the show.
Well, that's new.
That wasn't on the original Ranger keys.
Fuckers.
That had to be added in a later release. Yeah. So let's see. Included Ranger keys are painted and printed to recreate the colors seen in the series. The key parts have been changed from the DX version's gray to a silver. A less noticeable switch was added to the waist area to flip the keys. And the UberEats itself has lines from the 5 Gokaigers. The 5 Gokaigers includes 5 VGM tracks. You can also Gokai change into not only Boonboomger, but King Oger, Dawn Brothers. It is unknown if this version will include the sound for the 50th Super Sentai team, Gozuger. So yes, Premium Bandai Web exclusive, 13,200 yen, releasing in June. As for fans who only want the new UberEats or just the Boon Ranger key set, you can purchase those separately. The UberEats is 8,800 yen, and the Boonboomger key set is 4,400 yen, also releasing in June.
You gotta say, Boonboomgers look good as keys.
Yeah.
They go for cars!
What were you gonna say, Gar?
I'm just a bit upset because I like the idea of them doing like the anniversary, like for which year a Sentai team was doing an anniversary, they would include those Ranger keys in the box set.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess with the fiasco of last year, where King Oger keys and like the keys were very mishandled with the last set, so there's like, you know what? Sorry, accidentally kicked my mic. You know what? 6 keys, Boonboomger. Here's a new UberEats.
Yep. And if you buy just the UberEats or the set with everything, it also comes with a Gokai Red key.
But it doesn't come with this. I guess it doesn't come with the stand for the UberEats.
I don't think so.
I think that was only for the 10-year version. See, another reason why you can go buy the old version with He Who Shall Not Be returning in the next few decades.
Go to the like how-to there on the thing. When they tell you to literally go fuck yourself.
Alright, next news story. CSM Den-O Belt and K-Taros version 2.
Den-O, everyone's favorite.
I mean, it's pretty popular. It's had more movies and spin-offs and such than almost any other rider, I think.
I would love to get this just so I could have the G Den-O stuff.
I kind of think that Den-O is in so many things and has so much content. It's because of how his powers work, you can literally shoot him into anywhere. Like, oh look, the Denliner came.
Yeah, Den-O can cross over into anything.
Yeah.
Well, when you have a time train, do anything.
If it's Rider or Sentai.
Yeah. So this is an updated version of the previously released CSM Den-O Belt and K-Taro set, released in 2017. Same content and function. includes the Den-O belt, the Keitaros Rider Pass, the G Den-O buckle, the G Den-O Rider Pass, and 6 Rider tickets.
Den-O's thing was music or technology?
Time travel and trains.
Yeah.
Of course.
And genies. Don't forget genies.
Also genies.
Okay, time travel and trains, I wasn't too far off, so I've seen Back to the Future. But
Yeah,
too, that's
the
great.
idea was that the Imagine were monsters who were like time traveling genies who had to bond themselves to a person by granting a wish of theirs so that they could be free.
And because it was cool, so like the bottom half of the Imagine would be on the ground while their legs are on top.
When they're
So,
like
they're sort
unbonded
of
from
floating
someone.
in the air. And when their wish was granted, they would like slide together to create one body.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, also the Dengasher. The news story didn't come up, but yeah, they're also doing a CSM Dengasher.
Fuck the DX one because that thing was a little nub and it was just stupid.
And it even comes with parts so that you can recreate sickle form from wing form.
I
Wing
love
form.
this. So with this belt, you can do sword form, rod form, axe form, gun form, platform, climax, liner, cho climax, nega deno, G deno, and even pretty deno.
That sounds for
amazing.
pretty Den-O.
No wing form. It doesn't come with the attachment for it.
That was a separate belt.
That was a different belt.
Was that different?
Well, it transformed into a separate belt.
Yeah, Gao and wing form shared like the same kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We were having that conversation, me and the fans. We were all having that conversation when this news dropped of like, okay, what was up with Wing Den-O? And I think we all came to a realization that Wing Den-O was meant to be the movie form.
It was the movie form for a while, and then it just bled into everything else.
Yeah. And then they just put Sieg into the show because he's awesome.
I think it was in the show first.
Yeah, it was in the show first to promote the movie.
Oh yeah. Okay, so what makes this different from the previous version are new sounds and features. A communication feature with the Dengasher, which will be released in the future.
Oh my wait! Oh yeah, because it can. Oh my god, that's sick.
By operating the finisher on the Den-O belt, it communicates with the Dengasher and activates that finisher.
That's so cool.
That's sick.
The item is equipped with an on-off switch for Imagine voice. Another Imagine will randomly intrude over time, just like in the series, to possess Ryotaro. Thanks to this, you will randomly switch forms?
Cool.
That's fun. This version has all the sounds from the previous version, plus a new sound for Pretty Den-O.
Yeah, I hope it has like the first time Ryotaro ever henshins, where he's like henshin, just does it.
Button. This version also has 10 songs, including versions of double action for each form and real action.
Yeah, not surprised.
I actually genuinely love that Den-O's forms all had literally the same battle theme, but mixed differently. And
Yeah,
they're almost all bangers,
That's what makes them so damn good.
right?
But they're different enough.
Some people might call that lazy, but I actually really love that.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking say it. Kamen Rider Den-O is like probably an S tier Kamen Rider show.
yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know if I wouldn't put the show in my top 5, but it's definitely really good.
I
Like,
would.
Probably the first Heisei Kamen Rider show where we're like, you know what? How about we don't kill anyone?
My main problem with it was Momotaros himself got annoying fast.
Oh no, man.
It seemed like it was trying to appeal a lot more to a bit of a younger demographic than Rider.
I like, but I also like this belt because of how simple it is, and just basically like until the phone came around, but like everything is just in this belt already.
It's also interesting to note that it's just called the Den-O belt. It's not the Den-O driver.
Oh no, they didn't start calling them
It's an actual
drivers
belt that you
until.
fit on. It's awesome.
Technically, the first one to do it was Fies, but that wasn't
yeah.
consistent until Decade.
You know what? One of our fans has posted it in the chat there, saying like something about Vice, and I'm just like, dude, where was my Vice Imagine crossover?
Right?
That would have been fun.
We could have a fucking TFCC special, just Vice with hanging out with the Amazon.
Vice and Momotaros.
Oh man.
Westfold fell.
Where is that fucking crossover?
Imagine Momotaros with Love Cup.
Oh god. So, Premium Bandai web exclusive set, 33,000 yen, releasing also in June.
If I had money to piss away on, I would buy this because it's such a cool set, man. It's so good.
Fun fact, Deno came out on my 10th birthday.
Cool.
Really?
Deno on your Tenno?
Yeah.
Eh.
It sounded better in my head. Moving on.
I sure hope
Going
I did.
from Deno to Zeo. Premium DX Zekon Grade. Zeo's primary sword gun weapon.
See, that's really cool. I like that. You can make the gun mode too.
So yes, it has its sword and gun mode. Premium version of the standard DX toy, larger in both modes. 84 centimeters long in sword mode and 40 centimeters in gun mode. It now matches the show.
What I always liked about this, I liked this sword, and then I liked when I think it was when Zeo 2 was the thing where he had like the attachment that was like Zeo's face, and then you could put that on this sword, and it was just so fucking cool.
I mean, I do like that it's like a clock hand like in the blade. That's a neat touch with.
It's like the Chrono Sabers from Time Force.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And I like that you put a ride watch in that slot, and then like under it is like the band of an actual watch.
Yeah,
they emphasize their motifs well in that show. That's one thing I'll say about Zeo.
Zeo may have been an okay show, but that's still the best thing ever. Zeo may have been in like an okay show, but like everything, like its gimmicks and stuff, it was so cool.
I do like with this one that, you know, they didn't try to make it like so that the blade folds in to become the blade. No, they actually like it's a separate attachment piece so that you can plug it in and create the gun form.
Yeah. That's
ruins a little bit of the fluidity of it, but if they're focusing more on accuracy, then it's fine.
Because due to like TV editing and stuff like that, you can just make it look like it's like fluid, but it's actually not.
It's just like pulling the seikens out of the sword driver.
That blade is way too big to fold into that weapon to make a gun. Bullshit.
It's time distortion powers.
Yeah.
Or if there's a bit of background noise on your end.
Yeah, I can hear it in a second.
Alright, so it has the mode switching gimmick with the replacement part. The ride watch slot was enlarged. In order for DX ride watches to still function with it, a separate wide ride watch slot that you can swap in is also included. So you can choose to either have it look more accurate or have it be functional.
Well, that's nice, at least they give you the option.
You know what? I like the options.
Yeah.
I like how it's not like, no, you gotta buy like another like premium Bandai.
You have to buy a whole separate ride watch set.
You know, like how Kyorager did with like, well, the Gavv revolver is now bigger. None of your Zudenshis work. Buy more.
None of your tiny piss batteries work. So the item includes multiple music, including the TV-sized version of the theme. Premium Bandai web exclusive, 16,500 yen, releasing in May. One might say just in time.
Rider time.
Next news story from the newly released finale of Kamen Rider Outsiders. Finale in question marks, because apparently there's going to be more from the news
Please
stories.
stop. Just end.
No, I like Outsiders. More.
Oh, man.
Outsiders is the MCU of Kamen Rider. I like it.
It got bad?
Shut up.
No, Outsiders is the Toys R Us of Kamen Rider.
Oh, shit.
So like a fan fiction with a budget.
There you go. That's it.
We'll talk about this when we talk about Outsiders. Anyway, the Laser Raise Driver, aka Zine Gazer's belt.
It's a cool belt.
I mean, if they're gonna redesign the Vision Driver, at least this version had some fucking effort put into its redesign.
I like one of its attacks is apparently called Shutout. That's awesome.
So let's see. Yeah, Zine Gazer. It plays lines from Zine. It can also load various raise buckles into the holder side, and it plays a voice message of support coming from Zine to the corresponding rider.
Is this a sport thing?
Sorry?
Because Shutout, just that I've heard that in like sports. Like, is this sport themed or
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, the in Geats, they like the whole plot of Geats was like playing games to like decide who wins.
Wait, is this from Geats?
Yeah.
I thought this was another thing.
Well, it's from Outsiders, but the character using it is a Geats writer.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, shut out, rider kick, rider support, gravity control, apparently. Oh, wait,
Chaos control!
because Zine's thing was gravity. So yes, to touch the top of the thing, slash the card through the belts, lights, sounds, transformation, scan the card again for Hisatsu. Slashing the card 1 to 3 times will change the finisher. You can do the touch sensor on the top for the gravity operation. Okay, pretty straightforward. Premium Bandai web exclusive, 13,200 yen, releasing in July. Right.
He looks like Doctor Who.
I think that was
Oh my
I
God,
think
does.
that was the idea behind his character. I think.
Reading that chat is good.
Yeah.
Oh God. I just want to see him at TARDIS.
Yeah. All right.
What am I
next.
talking about? The suit is the TARDIS.
Yeah, pretty much. Next, in Wingman news, they put out official images of his Dream Note and Dream Pen. Is that like the
No.
opposite of the Death Note?
It's a book.
Yeah.
Is
It's a dream book.
that his henshin device?
No,
That's-
no.
Okay.
That's a solid
Okay,
screwdriver.
okay. I'll explain.
Okay, yeah, that's why I asked.
There's little actual drawings and notes in it.
Yes.
What
So,
exactly is Wingman?
so Wingman was a manga from the early 1980s, where it's about this high schooler who is obsessed. Well, not obsessed, but you remember Samurai Flamenco, Paul?
Yes. Sure.
Imagine the main character, but he's in high school.
Oh. Okay. All right.
It's like how
Sometimes it's just
Takato
that
drew
easy.
Gilmon.
Right.
Yeah. So
He's a
I guess
hero fan dreams it up, becomes real.
Yep, becomes real. With the powers of the Dream Book, or what are they
Dream
calling
Note?
this?
The Dream Note.
Sorry, I'm reading the manga. The manga calls it the book.
It's the Bible.
Well, the translation of the manga that you're reading calls it the Dream Book.
Yeah, that you know what? That's true. It is fan. It is a fan translation. They call it a book, not a note.
It's a notebook.
So, which with it, it comes from the Pod World, a alternate dimension from the third dimension, where our main character decides to draw Wingman in his character Wingman in it, and thus it allows him to transform into Wingman.
Mm-hmm.
However,
So it is the opposite of a Death Note.
so one of the catches to it is that he draws Wingman and it says to turn into Wingman. And then he gets his ass handed to him, which the main female lead looks at the book. It's like, you just write to transform into Wingman. That doesn't give you his powers. It's like, I didn't
That's
think
funny.
about that.
That's funny.
So
That's
it's a
actually
monkey's paw. You got to be specific.
You gotta write
Yes.
the lore.
Yeah, so it's like there's a page for the Chrome Library. There's information. Basically, it's just notes, basically saying like only I can turn the Wingman. These are my attacks.
It's character sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's essentially a D&D character
These
sheet.
are my stat rolls.
This is how I punch.
Essentially.
No,
Like
it's
this-
like it was like Future Waz's book, like a little tablet drawn.
A little bit.
Yes.
Clearly
Like a notebook.
established.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's neat.
Nice.
I like it.
You think
Comes with the
that
pen.
works?
Yeah, there's a pen that looks like a sonic screwdriver. Man,
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
great. Now I want to get
let's
back in
see.
Doctor Who.
Oh, that's expensive. Ugh.
The item's appearance is reproduced with molding material that changes color depending on the angle it's viewed at. Parts have been painted to replicate the one seen in the series. The insides of the notebook replicates the contents written by Kenta Inoue. By replacing parts, the state of the notebook can be switched between complete and incomplete. The Dream Pen can be switched from incomplete to complete by attaching the Dream Eraser and have the LED light up. The item has lines.
I'm sorry. The what?
The Dream Eraser.
That's not a
Erase-
thing.
The Mr. Clean Dream.
I guess that's this separate thing.
Dream Racer. That's what my parents called me.
Maybe this is in the new modern show, Gar.
That's not a thing.
The
It is in
item
the new show.
features
We
voice
can make
lines.
this. Okay, yeah. Now we gotta get it to make Castranger real.
Yeah.
Pacific Castranger.
It is real. We're living in it right now, Gar.
Yeah, but I want like a Kibaranger style Castranger.
Oh, you want an actual like team? Gotcha.
To switch the item to transformation mode, you say Wingman's transformation mode phrase change.
Yeah,
Change.
Oh, so it's voice activated?
It's a combination of the word wing and change.
Oh, Chang.
Yeah,
Chang.
Change.
Background music of the opening theme, different dimension story, and the ending theme Wing Love, as well as one unnamed song. Ooh.
Yes.
Premium Bandai web exclusive 16,500 yen, releasing in June.
Can it draw?
I was actually asking, is it a functional pen?
I don't know. Doesn't look like it.
It looks like a functional weapon.
Does look
but
like
now
you
I
can
want
stab
this.
someone with it.
People, should I buy this?
I mean, it's up to you.
I already got the figure art coming in.
You were literally an adult.
All right.
I'm an adult.
Next, speaking of adults, Super Sentai actresses Mio Kudo from Kira Major and Ichika Osaki from Ryu Soldier will star in the live-action adaptation of the light novel series Call Me By No Name, which is apparently a GL series. If you know, you know.
Isn't there a thing called Call Me By Your Name?
Yes.
This is Call Me By No Name. It's the legally distinct version.
I was about to say, is this an adaptation?
It's the budget. It's the budget brand.
We couldn't afford the
GL
name.
mean?
Girls Love.
You see, I was thinking of another G word.
This Girls Love mystery drama follows university student Megami Yotsugi, who wants to become friends with Kotoha Furuhashi, a beautiful woman who was abandoned in a garbage dump. But Kotoha proposes a strange bet. If Megami can guess her real name, they will become friends. But until she can guess her name, they will remain lovers. What the fuck is this? Reverse Rumpelstiltskin?
I was about to say.
Until you guess my name, you have to fuck me.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's not Rumpelstiltskin. That's Rumple Foreskin.
It's like when D was trapped in the fucking mud, and then like the waitress is just like, "Say my name, tell me my name, and I'll save you."
Sorry, just for a brief breaking news story. My Hero Academia Vigilantes is getting an anime adaptation.
Let's go.
Fuck yes.
So this story requires some more context that it's not giving us yet, but it says, unable to back out, Megami accepts the bet, and the two awkwardly deepen their relationship as lovers, but the secret past behind Kotoha's name bears its fangs.
Alright.
So what episode of Castranger are we gonna get to covering this? You know, for research purposes.
Series will be directed by Yuka Ada, who did One Room Angel. Scripts written by Miki Matsugasako. Music by Tomohide Arata. It's hilarious. It's amazing that this is a job that someone has. Serving as LGBTQ supervisor is Yuri Igarashi, and serving as intimacy coordinator is Momoko Nishiyama.
Okay.
Those are amazing jobs, and I'm so...
Intimacy coordinator I can understand, because you gotta have one on there if you're gonna have sex scenes, which means there's gonna be sex scenes.
Yeah.
You gotta do sex right, people.
You gotta wear the little
sock. The cup or the sock.
So what they're saying is a more respected version of a porn director.
We gotta
Basically.
get the gay right. Yes.
We gotta get the gay right.
Yes.
For gay rights.
Today's the day the gays will win. Today's the day of gays.
Call Me By No Name is set to premiere January 9 on MBS. So this is airing on TV, and we'll have a total of 8 episodes, each running 30 minutes.
This is a show?
Yeah.
I thought it was a movie.
That's what it's felt like.
Like these look like posters. Like, what's that other one called? The Fault in Our Stars. Like,
yeah.
No.
Call me by your name.
This kind of shit, you have to make it a show. You gotta elaborate on it.
That way we can have multiple sexes.
Exactly.
By the way, I would like to say, if I had a nickel every time an actor from Kira Major started in a show with lesbian undertones, I'll have 2 nickels. Which isn't much, but it's really happened twice.
Yep. Because you're Donna.
You're trying to tell us.
Thank you.
I think this person is trying to develop a repertoire and an image in their acting career.
Hey, Decker with the Morbius dance. Hell yeah. XXL. I love that.
Yeah, so that's a thing that's happening.
Okay.
This poster here, maybe this was intentional, but that necklace like overlay looks like a fucking Glasgow smile.
Okay.
Joker or something.
Oh.
Either that or like a gag or something.
I'm looking at our next news story here. What the fuck am I looking at?
So the guy who played Kamen Rider Demons in Revice is starring in the Cyborg Tasuke Ishin film.
Okay.
And this kind of looks awesome.
It's a cool poster.
Junya Komatsu, who is in Revice. Film is the 70th anniversary of the merger of the town of Kota in the Aichi prefecture, and is the third film that the film's director, Minoru Kawasaki, shot in that town. The previous two films being Super Legend God Hisoka and A UFO Intruder.
The intimacy coordinator for this movie will be...
Yeah.
Vegas, why?
Vegas, please remove that image.
That's a creepy.
Yeah,
thing.
that's terrifying.
I don't like that.
The film reimagines legendary hero Okubo Hikozaemon into a man named Tasuke Ishin, played by Komatsu, the 25th generation head of the Ishinya Fresh Fish Shop in Kota, and is an office worker at Choden Industries.
Knife goes in, guts come out.
That's what Choden Industries is all about. He is a popular, kind-hearted man who can't help but help people in trouble. So yeah, that's him. I don't know why I forget his character name, but he was Demons in Revice.
See, now this just looks like a CBC.
Hiromi, right. He was Hiromi in Revice.
Yeah,
Never forget Hiromi.
I was about to say, why are you just calling him Kamen Rider Demons?
I forgot his name was Hiromi. It's been a while.
Also,
He's friends of mine.
Also, thanks current stuff outside of Tokusatsu. When I type in UFO Intruder, all it says is New York.
I thought you were going to say all it says is your browser has been flagged for suspicion.
Stay where you are.
That too.
Yeah, this.
Choden Industries is troubled by sabotage by Iwayama of the Owashi conglomerate. Tasuke is shot down by someone on his way to work, but resurrected as the cyborg Tasuke Ishin by the genius scientist managing director Okubo. However, Iwayama has also become a cyborg, called Cyborg Rock 1, and appears in front of Tasuke and attacks him. So this is a movie about two heads of rival companies getting modified into cyborgs and fighting each other.
Cool.
They should do it.
Yeah.
This sounds like something we need to watch.
It sounds almost Dogenjersy.
Screw corporate greed. Just roboticize your CEO and like make him fight other CEOs.
Like
I need to watch that.
Yeah.
Like over this
idea.
past year, I watched so many like not Kamen Rider and Sentai like Toku projects, and I've loved every single one of them, and I want to watch more.
Right? Like, I've been going hard into Garo and enjoying every minute of it.
Gokengers, freaking High School Heroes, Ganin, like they're all good. All
You know
good.
what I really liked? Machi Action. Remember that? The Taiwanese movie?
Oh
Yep.
yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I was thinking about that the other day. By the way, all right, so it's been added to the list for the future.
So here's the fun part. The rival that he fights as Cyborg Rock 1 is played by fucking Takaharu from Ninja.
Huh.
Oh, amazing! Good to know he's still doing stuff.
So it's fucking Kamen Rider Demons versus Aka Ninja.
Truly the Kamen Rider versus Super Sentai show.
Yeah, this is where the Rider vs. Sentai movies have been.
These three look like they're about to be in a sitcom where some nanigans are about to ensue.
Yeah, this is like the Japanese version of The Office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Dwight. Yeah, Dwight, Michael, and Pam.
Yeah. They do have that energy. Dwight, Michael, and Pam.
The English dub
Japanese.
of the English remake of this movie is going to star Steve Carell as the main guy.
God, I want to see Steve Carell turn into a tokusatsu hero.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be
Steve
great.
Carell
Now
Good.
I was gonna say, great. Now when I see Kamen Rider Demons, all I'm gonna think is like quotes from The Office.
It's happening.
Yeah, like
my God.
his belt chime is. That's what she said.
His henshin time would be.
Or Kelly Clarkson.
Rick, where'd you get a vice stamp? Don't know.
He just has a mug that says "World's Greatest Rider."
I'm actually picturing him as like a Zordon with his head in the tube, and he's like looking down at all the Rangers, like, all my children grew up and got married.
We need Steve Carell as Zordon in the Power Rangers. Anything.
His desk plaque says assistant to the primary rider.
No. We need Kevin from The Office as Zordon.
We need Steve Carell's Alpha 5.
Teenagers with attitude.
Okay, we took this way too fucking far.
As we do.
Cyborg Tasuke Ishin is releasing January 24th.
Bitchin'. Watch it.
Add it to the list.
It'll probably never get subbed.
Yes, it will. We'll pay people to sub it.
Yeah. Next, Shokugan Modeling Project teases an upcoming release. They said it was from Magiranger, and based on the codes that are in the preview image, people matched it up to the numbers on the Magi phones and have deduced that they're doing Magi King for the next major SMP release.
Ooh. That's some fucking like Charlie Day, like Pepe Silva like, deduction. I love it.
Yep.
What is SMP? Is it like a higher?
They're model
kits.
Model kits.
Oh, model kits. Oh, okay.
Yep. A model kit of Magi King.
I build the shit out of Magi King. Jeez.
And well, knowing it, Paul, these are essentially like fully articulated, like Zords.
They're Zord Gunpla.
Yeah, where you can change it into the other forms. So you'll probably get the dragon form and the robot form.
Sick.
Threaten me with a good time. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Every time I hear you describe something as articulated, my brain just goes to Lisa Simpson. Look at you. You are so articulated.
Every time I hear articulated, I just think of Woody from Toy Story. Just,
That's not it. That's Gao King.
That's not Gao King. That's Ginga-O.
Close enough.
That's the Lost Galaxy Megazord.
No, funny enough, that Sentai did have the original name of Gao Ranger.
Fun.
But then they were like, "Hey, what's this other thing? Gao Gaiagar. Fuck, we can't call it Gao Ranger. Fuck, Ginga Man.
Can't call it that. Gar will get upset.
Ginga Man.
Ginga Man.
No, not SMH. SMP. All right, our last news story. Toei registers trademark for Kamen Rider Defense Warriors.
Nani? Probably another.
Is this
It's probably another fucking mobile game.
No, it's probably
the follow-up to Outsiders?
So yeah, Outsiders ended today, in which it ended with a tease of a possible the Outsiders will return, probably with being Defense Warriors.
So they're going to shift focus from the evil riders to the good riders, I guess?
Bandai is just like, we need to make more money.
This sounds more like a Power Rangers name than anything else. Power Rangers Defense Warriors.
Yeah, it does have that vibe to it. I really hope this isn't some shitty mobile game. I'm tired of that.
It sounds like a fighting game title.
Imagine it's a full video game.
It's been so long since we had a proper full Toku video game.
I could see it being something like a Dynasty Warriors alike.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
We've had several of those, and they need to bring Battle Ride War back.
Yeah. Agreed. Oh yeah, I remember Bat Ride War.
There were 3 of them.
You know what? Power Rangers Defense Warriors is now what I'm going to refer King Odra as.
Oh,
No.
I thought you were gonna say that's just what I'm gonna call my penis from now on.
Defense Warrior. Maybe this will be like the Pokemon Go of Kamen Rider.
Imagine it was a fighting game.
Walk around with your Kamen Rider buddies.
Here's the thing. The purpose for the trademark is unknown at the moment. The listing for it states multiple uses, such as merchandise, smartphone cases, clothing, and video games.
Oh shit, it is gonna be that fucking mobile game.
I told you! I fucking told
I don't
But
know why.
we've already got Ride Commons.
But you can make more than one video game. Of like,
Yeah, let's just hope this one isn't shit.
Imagine if
Probably
it's just a
is.
gacha game.
We had like City Wars, which wasn't amazing.
I am Masked Rider Defense Warrior.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna sit here and poo-poo the idea of a good Rider Gacha game because, like, there's a market for that. And
Thought. What game is super popular right now that is also a clone of another game?
Honkai Star Rail.
Marvel Rivals.
Oh, you think it's gonna be Rider Watch?
What if Kamen Rider Defense Warriors is a Kamen Rider Overwatch clone?
Rider Watch.
A shooter?
I'd be down
Would
with
we
that.
not all play the shit out of that?
It's free, huh?
You would have to clean the ceiling.
I mean, it'd be a
They just have
main.
the riders with guns.
Of course, Decker would be the gotcha main.
Override Watch? Oh man, that would be so great, actually.
So,
You went from just loathing this idea to
See? This is how we turn it around.
This is literally just that meme where it's like,
I don't know why my brain just went to Zarbon.
No, and then you go from that to the Game Grumps impersonating Heisenberg from Resident Evil. Ah!
No, it's gonna come
Talk
out
me,
just to be one of
Zarbon.
those match games.
Oh my god. They already exist. They're already in like there already is Kamen Rider and Puzzle and Dragons and shit. Yeah, so Kamen Rider Defense Warriors. I'm hopeful that it will be something worth playing.
Probably
but
won't.
we will probably know its purpose within the next few months.
Months.
And that's the news!
Days, weeks.
That took an hour.
months,
yep.
Had a lot of news.
And a lot of people talking about it too.
Alright, Gavv time!
Gavv time.
And so, lo and behold, we have confirmation that Dr. Sugar and Nielv are in fact in cahoots.
No, and you know what?
Shocker.
I like to think they're in cahoots with each other because literally they're just helping each other further their own research. So
They're just like buddies studying off each other.
Yeah, they're
just
just scientists helping each other out.
Science bros.
So we probably like to assume now we know where Dr. Sugar got that granute organ from.
You know what? That's not a bad interpretation because it seems like Sugar, even if he's not a granute, it does seem like he's pretty ethically ambiguous. It seems like ethics kind of take a mate. If they occupy a seat in his car, it's the way back seat.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, he's just kind of, science bros.
Yeah, so it feels like Nielv gave Sugar the thing that he put in Valen, and it seems like they're going to be taking his work a step further, and then in exchange, what Sugar discovered is helping Nielv, what obviously he's going to come up with the Velastum gear, or whatever it's called, that we're going to see next week.
Right.
Science.
God damn it, Cell.
Science rules.
Dr. Insano would definitely be part of that.
That's what I mean. Like, I could actually see them taking that route of like, science without
fools!
Science without ethics
I like that
has no
Niev
limits.
tried. I love Niev tried like a thing of pudding, and he just like looking at that reaction. He's so unsure. He's like, I what is this? He's like, and Sugar's like, lots of people like to eat it, myself included.
I like to imagine that he doesn't like it, and that only drives him further to like, if I hate it, it'll be even more cool of an experiment to put into this fucker.
When I saw him putting the pudding into that petri dish, all I'm thinking about is like Jack Skellington, like grinding up Christmas baubles and like experimenting with snowflakes to figure out what Christmas is.
I really thought we were gonna see him like put it on a slide. Yeah. Like,
interesting reaction. But what does it mean?
that's when Dr. Cosby comes in to tell him about the pudding. Oh.
And yes, they actually finally said his name for the first time. So it was just a rumor until now, but the jellyfish dude's name is Rage9. Now I get Rage because the Japanese word for jellyfish is kurage, but why 9?
Okay, and this is where I said this.
The pun. I
Go ahead.
And sorry, but for what I heard, the 9, or at least one way to say 9 in Japanese is ku, and that matches with kurage from jellyfish, so that's why it's Rage 9.
I get it. It does mean his name is very awkward to say especially for English speakers.
Yeah,
We all
it's
know
weird.
we're gonna call him fucking Takamichi. So
But like
Oh, I
he
thought we were
spoke his
on
name. He
Squidward.
said Rage 9.
And Lane, the thing you mentioned earlier about Alien Resurrection, when Ichi and I watched this yesterday, like I was like, wait, have you ever seen Alien Resurrection? What if he's like a clone and like he's like the 9th one because it was Ripley 8, and then I showed him the scene of the clones.
I
Yeah.
was thinking he's just not the first jellyfish granute.
That was my initial thought.
009.
Yeah.
But jellyfish are immortal.
He's like the 9th of he's like the youngest of like 9 brothers and sisters, and his parents were just really lazy with the naming.
Yeah, like legit though, some jellyfish can just, as long as they're not killed off all at once, they can just regenerate themselves seemingly indefinitely.
Oh, so maybe he's died 8 times.
Maybe that could be it actually.
I will say though, I'm looking forward to seeing Dr. Sugar and Yeov like collaborate more in the future. It's
Yeah.
kind of actually pretty fucking cool. I like that. Also, yeah, Reggae 9 or whatever the hell his name is. I love that they're like, okay, go test out your new abilities, and he decides to test his new abilities by going to like a trial in a courtroom, and he just fucks everyone up and turns them into spice.
Yeah, because it's a closed room. It has to be.
It's horrifying, but I have to admire his efficiency.
You got everyone.
Yeah.
Also, like
He
we
also
explained
looked like
last
happy
week-
when they were being stung.
Well, no, that's what he did. He made them happy and then turned them into spice because the spice is the most potent when the humans happy.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like he
true,
must have
true,
like
true.
injected them with something.
So
when
in the words
I've
in the
been
words of
stung by a
Side-
jellyfish, it hurts.
words of Sideshow Bob, I will send you to heaven before I send you to hell.
Pretty much.
You know what I want someone to edit? Is, like, you know, like those videos of like where they edit a character into another movie.
Mhm.
Edit this jellyfish dude walking into a Trailer Park Boys courtroom scene.
Oh no, not Ricky.
Wait, call Eli Handle B. I think the thing that got the biggest reaction out of me was the opening, because Sheeta's dead. You have that shot of the stomach family, and then it cuts to the shot of the twins, and Sheeta just dusts away.
Yeah, I love the opening. Actually, had the balls to fucking do that. I'm like, damn.
Thanos returned in
which
Kamen Rider
which
Gavv.
means eventually, as the stomachs get murdered, they're all going to be removed from the opening until it's just an empty shot of their hallway.
That'd be hilarious if they actually did.
Also, yeah, as we mentioned last week, Vlam is now dressed up like fucking Blackbeat's human
His
disguise.
human form! They pulled his wardrobe from Blackbeat!
Aren't you guys happy I showed you guys Bee Fighter?
No!
I am Gar.
Gar's plan all along. He's just like, no, guys, everything falls back to Bee Fighter.
I did see though. Someone posted an image of it in the previews in the spoiler channel that apparently he does like get rid of that and get a normal human looking outfit at some point.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, you're saying.
Also, I solemnly swear to say it on audio that next year's Metal April will not include any episodes or any moments from Juko Bee Fighter or Bee Fighter Kabuto.
There we go. We have it on
Filthy
sale.
liar.
Hey,
Wind
that could be
Spectre.
looking good, my man.
Yeah.
Now,
like the
we
best.
could talk about the Japanese version of Big Battle Beetleborg.
Oh god.
No.
You mean the Japanese
no.
dub of Beetleborg?
Did they?
No, it would just be Bee Fighter.
Anyway.
Jiraiya.
So, like, man, was Stinger's actor just going ham this episode? My God!
I'm impressed that a Monster of the Week is lasting this long, honestly. This is like his 3rd episode, and he's still not dead?
And they made it look like
Hey man,
they were going to
he's
do
a
something.
popular actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
He
He's a good
changed him
singer.
from stinger to singer.
Yeah,
Just like that.
for real.
Although I will say, just like as an overall critique on his character for this episode specifically, man played a real fucking long con this whole episode just to turn around and smack Gavv in the back. And I'm like, was that really worth this whole episode long deception?
It would have been better
No.
if they went the full Monty. Like, what I was expecting they were going to do is, like, he did want to become better, and then he got killed along the way, because that feels more like what you would do with this.
I did
He
like
didn't-
that.
I was expecting him to at least try to tongue him,
I
Impressive.
did like that Gavv tried to like do his little like spiel on him, and then like he says like no, I surrender, and he's like, okay, you asked for. Wait, what did you say?
That was pretty funny. Yeah.
I never
It's just
expected. I like that we got the vibe of never expected anyone to actually give me the other thing.
But also, Honto continues to be the badass that he is because he just saw through his bullshit the whole time, and then someone's like, "You're right, Honto." He's like, "I know I was right."
It's so fucking funny that, like, on one hand, Shoma's trying to teach him that not all Granudo are bad, but every example they get confronted with is bad.
It's almost like the moral of the Granutes is spoilers: never trust a drug addict.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. What Eitaro is showing in this image here? This is like literally him saying, "I'll take every last Granute." This is the start of Dark Valen's journey.
This is Honto admitting to planning genocide.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the whole liar reveal thing.
Sorry, I thought you were gonna say I'm not a fan of genocide. But...
I mean, that neither.
You know what? I'm not into it.
Not into it.
Photoshop, man.
Not really my thing.
I just find the whole liar revealed storyline to be like kind of overdone and kind of cliche at this point.
Yeah.
So I don't like how much they're building towards it because we all know how it's going to go, really. Like, because once he finds out that Shoma's a stomach, yeah, he's gonna be mad at him for like
there's gonna be an altercation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a lot of shouting, but then he's gonna remember that Shoma's his friend, and you know whatever. It's
and
stuff
then
we've all
they
seen
kiss.
before. And then they.
I mean, if they don't kiss by the end of this season, like,
No, yeah, can we talk about that, please? So freaking Shoma was reading a story, and like it's about like this couple or like these two people, and like they get gifts for each other because they like love each other.
Gift to the Magi.
Yeah. So I'd never heard of that story until
the end of the story is Zoidberg gets both their hair.
Anyways, so
I've seen the Mickey Mouse version.
So Shoma says like, oh, maybe Sachiko, like I'll get you a gift, and she goes like, oh no, you should get something for Honto since you two are so like buddy, and then Shoma's just kind of like, yeah, Honto, and so then they volunteer this like lottery thing, and then Honto like leaves, and like Shoma's like, wait, you're can't you stay? And Honto's like, no, I gotta go, man. And Shoma's like, oh, no.
I love that both of them end up in fucking deer Kigus. And then there was a pun that you really have to be paying attention to notice. When Honto comes by the booth, Sachika says, Kigu dane! Which is like, wow, what a coincidence. But it's also a pun because he's wearing a Kigu.
As someone who really enjoyed Renge and Akigu, it didn't do it too much for me this time. But
also,
you guys do your
Sachika dressed as Santa.
Yeah, I didn't have a Mrs. Claus fetish before this.
I'd sit on that lap and tell them my wish.
I sure hope her actresses of age.
Look at these two. They're so fucking cute, man.
Is that Rankin Bass Santa behind them?
Might be.
No, it's just an inflatable
Got the beady
Santa.
eyes.
I just love Shoma, and then it's like, about to misbehave pose.
Don't just remember, everyone.
That's my boyfriend.
Santa's the king of jingling.
You know what's funny, Sal? When you said that, my brain immediately went, that could be a Sentai.
Which one?
Or Sentai, that could be an anime.
Oh.
Thank you, Kaya.
21.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
21?
Open game.
It's not a Missoula situation.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, Shoma finds the crab Granute and his agents and falls for what I refer to as the crab trap.
You mean the
Crabs
bear
in the
trap?
chat, everybody.
I fucking love that the crab Granute has his own Hisatsu in which he charges up his energy by crab walking back and forth.
It's a
How are you
bear
gonna get in
Granute, Ichi, come on.
Shut up!
Love it. We'll never let that joke end.
Crabs in the chat.
Bears in the chat.
Nope.
Yeah, bear crab.
So yeah, we get to see Gavv caking again, and his mooks get equipped with the chip swords and the chocolate gun, and they're just fucking busting it out.
Yep.
Like
I love watching them fight.
Yeah, Vikings minions are so fucking dope. When they had that shot when like they were on like the wall, yeah, that's so fucking cool.
Chip one hanging off the wall like he's fucking Spider-Man.
Again, the show's
Where
getting
is he
creative with
hanging
angles.
from?
I think his other sword is like hooked to the rail that's above them.
Maybe he's just got the spikes.
Also, I saw it because I wasn't on last week. I was busy working. One of them puked frosting.
Yes, that shot in the episode. The other one's just comforting him while he's like, ooh.
Like it's fucking Monofenny from Danganronpa V3.
Like, hey, you good, bro?
You're good.
I want so bad for these two cake moose to like develop into characters.
We gotta give them names.
Never have them speak.
Yeah.
We gotta give them names.
Dave and Bob.
Walter and Michael.
After minions.
I'm okay with that.
Walter and
Welcome,
Michael
Brian.
from Winspector.
I know, but why?
Why do you think? I'm crazy, Ichi. Get with the picture.
Because they don't.
I mean, Raggy 9 is already dressed like Blackbeard, so we could use another Metal Hero reference.
You do like Chippy and Chalky.
I'm trying to think like vanilla.
Vanilla and
Pinky
cream.
in the brain.
What about cool and whip?
Oh, I like that.
Actually,
Cool quiff.
it's like hack and slash.
Yeah.
Cool and whip. There you go.
Say cool. Cool.
What-
Now say whip.
So
whip.
the-
Now say cool whip.
the-
Cool
the-
quiff.
The one with the gun is cool, and the one with the swords is whip.
There you go.
Onto
Cool and
something
whip.
here.
Love it.
When the,
There we go. There's our meme for Castranger
When-
for the year.
When they release these toys,
Biggs and
they,
Wedge.
and they have those names, that's how we know.
Yeah.
Biggs
Shooting and
and
Stabby.
No, not whip and nay.
Yeah.
Wish I thought of that.
Vanny and Nilla is not bad. But I think for now we're gonna go with cool and whip because
Cool and
that's
whip.
funny.
Also, I couldn't, when I saw the whip soldiers getting the other weapons, I couldn't help but wonder what would happen if one of them used Gurukan.
Cream and pie.
Oh god, I would love to see one of them use Gurakan. That'd be awesome.
I do hope we get to see them use different weapons because I felt bad for Whip when his chip swords broke and he was falling back.
You know what would be cool? I want to see one of these guys use freaking Fuamello. That'd be awesome.
Just
like,
inflate into a giant fucking roller.
Or the one with the Gailing guns, the one with the turrets.
Oh, Gurukan, yeah.
Yeah.
I like someone put there, come and go.
Yeah.
Cream and creme.
Cream and Freesh!
Yeah, I noticed that Valen was about to henshin into Bushel, but that got interrupted, and we're gonna see it next week instead.
It'll get
The disrespect.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got kind of disrespected, didn't he? Yeah.
I did love when he like chased down the crab dude and like wrestled him to the ground mid henshin.
Yeah, that was cool.
Just like dropped him into the chocolate puddle.
yeah,
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
like,
Honto's so
full
wrong
on
like
triangle.
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Like, I'm sure like the idea that they're going with is like Shoma like wanted to be able to trust a Granute, and this guy is breaking that. So
Yeah.
what's his
Like
name?
it's-
Rage 9?
Rage 9.
Rage 9, I think is gonna.
9.
I think we all know that's gonna be the one that. Okay, now you can trust him.
How about we just call him 9 for?
I was gonna say we just call him Rage.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, Rage sounds good.
We all know that Shoma's a cinnamon roll. Like, this isn't news, so it makes sense that he wants to trust them. Like, he wants to
now
believe in...
I want him to have a
stuff.
cinnamon roll form.
That'd be great.
That would actually be.
I think that is
movie
final
form.
form, because he's literally a cinnamon roll.
Hyper battle form.
I
Anyways,
mean, the Bushel form is pretty close.
Bushel Valen looks dope. I like it.
He's gonna ask you a question.
I saw the henshin for it. Oh my fucking god, it's so cool.
By the way, I don't know if we said this on the show, but I found out that the name of the weapon that both Bushel forms use is called the X-Max.
Yeah, I heard about it.
The Quimax? The
X-Max! X-Max! I'm goddamn upstanding.
No, it's
Max?
pronounced Zimax.
Crossmax. No, it's just...
Crossmax!
Actually-
Japan would totally do that!
Crossmax actually is a good name. Though.
Yeah.
Like,
To
legit.
my
Though it
cross
could-
max.
Many
It could be-
Crossmax.
It could be like... It could be an X like in Hunter x Hunter, where it's just Max.
Or it's, yeah, the X is silent.
Christmas.
Merry
So
Christmas!
wait, so are kids in Japan who are named Max just called Ma?
Yes.
I always like
No,
to
they're
picture...
Macross.
I just want to X-Max you a question.
I always loved in Futurama they renamed Christmas into Xmas.
Yeah,
It was the best thing ever.
Yep.
And again,
And
was
it's a killer robot.
Zoidberg the only one who was good?
So yeah, next week we're gonna see Val in bushel form and our first shots of the Vlastem gear and maybe Vlam's debut.
And maybe the first.
No, that'll be next episode.
Probably the one after.
And hopefully
Yeah,
the first
which,
gay kiss in Kamen Rider.
The show will be taking a break.
Great.
Oh,
so
good.
are we.
Yay!
So Vlam's debut is on January 5th.
Fun. Great way to
So
start the
there will
year.
be there will be no episodes from the 29th to the 4th.
Okay.
2025 is the year of the pudding.
All right.
By the way, I wanted to say something.
Oh, good.
I don't know if I'm the only one, but isn't there something, or I mean, is it me or the episode kind of teased there was something more about Bragi other than just being an addict working for the stomachs? Because after he arrived in the human world, he said something like, man, they sent me to the human world, they are not trusting me yet, something like that.
Well, yeah, because he's going to be our third rider, I imagine he has some depth to his personality that we will learn as we go.
And didn't he one of the first things he did was go to Jeep, and I believe they
No, the one who went to Jeep was the crab dude.
Right, okay, I'm getting those two mixed up. Okay. Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be some like layover like resentment with Honto.
Oh,
like,
we are
just
going
one
to
episode.
We are going to fall in love with this character 100%.
Atara in the Discord mentions there's a theory that he's actually an undercover Granute cop trying to stop the drug trade. I fucking love that idea.
That'd be
Great.
cool.
That'd be really good.
I fucking hope so. That would be amazing.
Agent Renge 9 FBI.
I think
I'm going to be putting you in jail.
I think it has been mentioned that what the stomachs are doing in the Granite world is also illegal or underground, so maybe there's...
Well, yeah, we know it's illegal because the dark candy is being sold as if it's secret black market merch.
Yeah.
So maybe there's like a Granite law enforcement that's investigating them, or maybe we're gonna meet another crime family that's trying to take them down or something?
Granute DEA.
Wait, the Granutes in their war on drugs?
Yeah. Could be. I like that idea.
Do you think there's a Just Say No campaign?
God, I hope so.
Do the
We
Granutes have television?
just need a new villain in the end of this show, and he's just played by Giancarlo Esposito. That'd be the best thing ever.
He needs to be in everything though. So
I want to hear Japanese out of that man's mouth. That'd be
he
amazing.
can't do Spanish at all, but I want to hear how he does Japanese.
Good lord, do I ever want a Granute that's themed after McGruff the crime dog?
I don't know why my brain just went to King of the Hill when you guys started saying that. It just goes up to the head of the family. Vaya con Dios.
This is your brain on dark treats. Hard cut to every Granute exploding.
No, hard cut to someone frying an egg.
Holds up a piece of it. This is not dark candy. Throws out the ground, it explodes.
It's nitroglycerin.
Winners don't eat yamigashi. All right.
Don't you put it in your mouth.
All right. Boonboomger time.
All right.
Football time.
Did everybody enjoy the soccer episode?
No!
I fucking loved it.
Yeah,
This episode of Inazuma 11 was really weird.
I fucking loved this episode.
I have to admit, when Toku does sport-related episodes, like, they're always so fire.
Felt just so out of fucking nowhere.
I just don't like
The
soccer.
baseball episode of Q Ranger is the best episode of Q Ranger ever.
My favorite thing about this episode is it is Boonboomger's second episode in which they play a sport and Joe gets violently injured.
Yes!
Yeah! Great.
Because he's actually good at them.
He's great at being a cop. Not so great at sports.
Well, no, he's
Joe's a good boy.
no, he played baseball.
Yeah, he's a baseball player.
And he got knocked to shit.
He's a baseball player. Yeah, man, a baseball
This
player.
episode was
Right.
the reason I wanted to
I'm
read
a
here today.
Shakespearean.
Also, yes, let's get this out of the way. The two dudes who were trying to get soccer taken over by Spindo are played by the actors who played Boshamarl and Sebastian in King Oger, complete with color-coded ties.
It was great because with you, like we were watching, and you're like, "Is that Boshamarl? Oh my god!" I'm like, wait, is that Sebastian?
Oh my god, it is!
Why is Sebastian the more higher-ranking person in the company? He's only 22.
Apparently, we learned more with Genba and Sakito that they were part of the space soccer team called Pulse Ace, and apparently it all got ruined for them when Spindo took over the space soccer league and fixed the game so the Shirians would win. And they were like, "How dare Spindo ruin our space soccer?"
So here's
because you gotta remember, Sakito's Star-Lord.
So here's the thing. So is Spindo just going around conquering every like sport and hobby activity in all of the galaxy? First it was Big Bang Soccer, then he bought the Big Bang Racing Grand Prix. So is his objective just to conquer all entertainment?
No.
I'm sorry, no.
No, see, here's the thing. I think specifically they're a mafia, and I think they're trying to control the betting scene.
The space
that
mafia.
could be a big part of it.
Yeah.
But he is also Michael Jackson.
Look at it! There's someone made fan art of them with Himeno and Rackley's about to kill them.
That's good.
That's great.
Now I'm just thinking, just him and Taya at the end of the show. Money fight.
No!
Got the space porn!
We need that.
Let's be real here. He already runs the space porn.
He's trying to open his own space sporting goods store, like that one asshole from Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush!
Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, did you hear that GX is getting a remaster anime next year?
I'm happy for whatever the fuck is next, as long as Go Rush comes to a fucking end!
It must be stopped!
I'm tired of it!
But yeah, I just love it, though. Just Wario Spindo's like, oh, the Boonboomgers. Soccer. What? Yes, soccer. It's like, okay.
This was literally just Space Jam, but soccer and Power Rangers.
Yeah, we were getting a lot of parallels.
And also an ad for a sporting goods for a tire store.
Just cut to Spindo. Crush him!
You know what?
Spindo played by Danny DeVito in the dub.
You know what? Ataro brought it up. We're going to bring it up quickly. They start getting, like, teleported around while playing soccer.
Feel the change!
And there's of course the guest cameo from I can't remember her name at the moment.
Sato Shiho.
Yeah, who of course plays Bundario. Her name is Miss Sato Shiho. Take the first name and take the first three letters of the other name, and what do you get? Satoshi.
Yeah.
Oh!
It's Ash's name.
Sato Shiho. Ash Satoshi.
You know what? I like that. That's cute.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
Hasn't she already cameoed in Boonboomger, I think? Like very early?
In the first episode, during the car chase scene, they slammed on the brakes and she's walking across.
Also, just to quickly, on a relevant note, I fucking love that, like, the monster starts doing, like, feel change! And in most Sentai shows, this would teleport them or transport the arena into something or somewhere else. But no, what it does is it takes the goal lines from their field and moves it somewhere else, so that the teams then have to leave the field and run to wherever the field is now located.
It's
fucking hilarious. Including moving into what seemed like a sponsored segment for a real-life tire shop.
Yeah, that was a weird one. Like, they were going full on, like, yeah, look at the camera.
Look at our tire products.
Yeah, no,
their faces killed me.
The faces those two guys were making were so good.
And then Taya goes, fuck it, I'm buying it.
I'll buy the shop.
The ball's going. It's going, and it's turning into a curry-making robot. And it's good. And you know what we all say when anything weird happens? It's good that Dag Dead did that.
If this show doesn't end... If this show does not end with Taya purchasing the BBG, I'll be upset.
Don't whip out the Amex.
No. He's going to do the next best thing. He's going to purchase space.
No.
He's going to buy space.
But capitalism can't reach space.
I'm going to purchase one space. Space. I did it under supervision.
What if he buys the Hashilians?
No, this is what's going to happen. He's gonna give all of his money to Wario Spindo to say, hey, fuck off of Earth.
Did you say Wario Spindo?
If they defeat Spindo
Waluigi's
by bribing him to leave the fucking planet, I will be so shocked.
He pays him money. He gives him all of his money to leave the planet. Now, hear me out. You know, they did it. The day is saved. It cuts to like 2 months later. You know, Pink and Joe Mira and Joe are hanging out, walking along. Blue shows up in his car. It's like, hey, come on, guys, let's go for a ride. It's like, oh, right. And then next we see Taya on the corner. It's like, Taya, what are you doing? Well, how do you guys think I made my fortunes?
No, and then unfortunately the series will end with Taya dying in an unfortunate car accident.
What if he just buys the Hashilians instead? He just offers money to spin the line.
Buys the 3-seaters to like work for him.
That was an actual promotion for a real tire store. That's amazing.
Synergy.
It was.
No, if Red dies in a car accident, Blue's gonna say, Ty didn't die in a car accident. He died in a car intentional.
It's so hilarious considering the movie we're about to talk about next.
Oh yeah. I want to say this too because I thought it was really funny. Like, I don't know his name, Genba's actor.
Yeah.
Clearly the only one who could actually play soccer because they spent a few shots of him like, oh wow, he's actually like juggling the ball around on his feet.
Yeah.
You know, everyone else they always cut away right away when they were about to do something.
Yeah.
I was about to say at least one orange, purple, or both are clearly like people who have played soccer in like probably in school.
Yeah, but like I think Genba's actor is particularly good at it. Is what I'm saying. Like the way he was like juggling that around on his foot. It's like it's hard to do.
Oh yeah, like especially since this episode had the team mostly in their ranger forms.
I was gonna say
playing soccer.
That was fun.
Fucking, of course, I knew, of course, they were gonna walk out with the suits on and the jerseys on over them.
Which this just brings a whole new level to the morphing grid functioning.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine just like the actors showing up? It's like
the actors are soccer fans.
Oh, they're playing soccer. Where? Up on the roof. Hey, are we shooting today? No.
Ball just flies down.
I have to say, even though I'm not into soccer that much, even I understood enough to laugh at the evil team being called Hashirian United.
That was pretty funny.
Hash you, everyone.
Has anyone seen Shaolin Soccer? It was kind of like that.
Which I think they referenced at the end when Bundario and Bundi showed back up.
I think so, and like
they were doing like martial art poses. Bundi was doing the fucking split.
Yeah, and I think that was literally in Shaolin Soccer, so like it might have been more than just homage.
Yeah. There were several jack shots in this, which of course any Toku soccer thing will do.
Yeah, of course.
We got this in the chat too. Sakito's actor was Kids Soccer League in Shizuoka. Well, Gendo's actor still plays soccer.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
It's also so hilarious and also a little weird that this is the episode where, in terms of the power sets, they decide to do something weird. Also kind of something we asked for, but not in the way we were expecting. Sakito finally gets his champion form power up, but it's not actually his. Joe just throws him his champion jacket, so now we get champion Boon Violet, kind of.
Because Joe has internal bleeding.
Yeah.
No, at first I was gonna be mad about it, but since Joe like let him use the jacket, I was like, I will allow this.
Joe has blessed this, so we will allow it.
You know what? I think my favorite moment was when it was Genba and Sakito with the soccer ball and the explosions are happening right behind them. I thought it was like,
somehow their helmets vanish.
Oh, it's this show, like it's supposed to show them like being happy and such. Their helmets didn't actually vanish because when they do the finishing goal, champion strike, they land and their helmets are on.
I think it would have shown that better if we like saw the helmets fade instead of them just coming out of the explosion with them gone.
Okay, so these two are also clearly in love.
Yep.
Blue and Red are clearly in love. Hanto and Shoma are clearly in love. I want them all to end all these shows with them kissing, and then Pink and the girl in In Rider, like it's like in Community where one of them ghosts like, no.
Oh, we're the only ones left.
No, Mira and
Annie.
Cyborg and like Thelma and Louise.
Oh,
Oh, no!
drive off a cliff.
No!
In the car.
Let's go, Wayne.
Nah, they just go out for daiquiris.
I also fucking love that the show decided to pull 119 out of the dusty archive it's been sitting in for the express purpose of literally hosing off Sakito and Genba.
So you gotta do
They're on
those stories,
fucking
you gotta hold them.
No. No, stop.
Treat me like a can. Fuck.
And then as like the field change keeps happening, at one point it turns into fucking basketball.
Yeah. And we were like, we couldn't stop the Space Jam jokes then.
Yep. I also love the shot of Yarukar like driving the ball at the goal.
No, yeah, that's cute.
Oh yeah, they do like,
It's like,
a split shot. I think they
The
call
slip
it.
shot.
Yeah, I caught the ball.
Yeah, it's just
And
like,
then Hitasha just nonchalantly,
yeah, she just nudges it over like,
Oh, it was so good. It was so good.
You know, we called them Team Rocket before. Them playing soccer, you all know what it is. That upbeat Pokemon anime background music. Like you all know which one I'm talking about, right? Not the battle one, it's like
Like the, yeah.
it's like do.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, that one.
One.
Although the actual like dun, 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 would probably fit there too.
True. I like too that the Mook was a referee. That's very cute.
Yeah, the Ninjureta as the Mook and the fucking soccer
I can't-
monster.
I can't
Oh, yeah,
remember.
the soccer monster
The
was fun.
goalie for the Hashirians was that a recycle monster?
I feel like probably, but I don't remember.
Probably has to be. Yeah.
I did like the ongoing shtick too between the two CEOs of like, go get me a hot dog.
Get your
I
steps
don't-
in.
I don't think we've ever brought it up, but I love
It's a
that
treasure
like
monster.
I love that every single time we've been seeing Gran Risk, like Spindo's butler, just in the background, like anytime something happens, he just like quietly claps his hands,
Yeah!
going, "Oh,
I like that. That was a nice
love that
touch.
I love that little detail.
And
just like-
speaking,
Oh, go ahead, Paul.
Speaking of Spindo, like, okay, maybe this episode is less canon to what is going to be going forward.
yeah.
He took this loss very gracefully.
Yeah,
Like, surprisingly so. Like, we were expecting full-on, like, loses.
yeah. Choke on us. Sorry again.
No, he's like, nice game.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not saying this is what they'll go with forward, but if that's what he acts like, maybe if they lose the Grand Prix, he'll take it. All right, I'm out of here.
It's like he has like many different investments, and this is just a less important one.
Yeah, that's more probably what.
I mean, he is sort of here to get Bundorio back, so that's why he's
What
here.
we've understood so far is he wants Bundorio back, and he's here to get gasoline because Earth has a lot of it.
But which do you think, if he could only have one, which do you think he would go for?
I think he would.
Bundorio.
I think he would prefer to
I
have
guess
Bundorio
Bundorio.
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he can get gasoline anywhere.
I
It just so
love-
happens that Earth is rich in it.
I also love that when they shift to a Zord fight to end the soccer match, there are several shots of the Megazords in the quarry where it clearly makes them look like they're just normal size.
Yeah, that was.
It's just regular size.
I want to say it's a Bioman touch because that's what they did in Bioman all the time. There was never a set. We were outside. I think that was even the same location. I fucking loved it.
You have to shoot these suits at very certain angles to make them look big, otherwise the whole effect just goes away.
Yeah.
The only thing that made it look big was the
tiny
the
Ninjureta.
Mook. Yeah.
Yep.
I did like when they did like a field change to the core. I'm like, okay, this feels more familiar.
Yeah.
Feels safe.
The only thing that's missing is giant, like, lawn furniture.
Yeah. Why would there be lawn furniture in a
Sorry,
quarry?
No patio furniture. Like, but that's the other staple, just patio furniture.
Oh.
Like,
Based on the quarries I've gone to, a lot of spent shells of guns.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the two
You're
bosses
sharp.
earlier. Someone brought it up. It's like, hey, go get me a drink. Why do I gotta get it? You didn't get your steps in today. Yeah, that's
You
true.
made it sound like way more of a kind exchange than it actually was.
Hey,
was
go
clearly
get me
a
hot dog.
fucking get it now.
Yeah, like I was saying, that's his underling. That's like his like assistant or something. And I'm just like, you're only 22. Why are you bossing
This I think this would have been way funnier if it was Duga and Bushmarl.
That would have been interesting.
Go who? Respect your elders. I'm twice your age.
Or you bring Duga's actor in as like the head chairperson of the soccer committee.
Oh yeah.
This is against the rules.
If it was Hercules as actor.
I think what we're meant to take away from this is that the people who run FIFA will literally sell out the human race for peanuts.
Evidently.
Yeah.
I mean,
Soccer!
that's not a secret.
Yeah. So,
And also, I want to say, like in typical soccer fashion, it ends in a fucking tie. Like,
well, they win.
yeah, because we have to go to the shootouts. Soccer's the most boring sport. I don't care.
Also, isn't
golf.
No, no.
how
Golf,
to
at least
kill
the weather
opponent team?
changes.
I enjoy golf because of its turn-based nature.
Golf, there's occasionally an alligator. Like,
Yeah. There's always a Chubbs, isn't there?
there's always a chance.
I'm sorry, Kira Major has ruined golf for me.
Golf has ruined golf.
Golf has ruined Sentai by cutting off the episodes.
Fucking episode of Cure Major ever.
It's just running soccer. Nothing happens.
Anyway,
Back and forth.
Now
I'm
you're just making me
Italian.
think-
It's
No,
fun
you're-
as shit episode.
I'm
so
sorry, you're just making me think of the Simpsons bit where they're all watching the soccer game and the guys just keep passing the ball back to each other and they're like, fucking do
Hold.
something.
And he
Back to
holds
the-
it.
Back to
hold
the center.
it, hold it.
Hold it.
So you know how we've been complaining about the ending sequence, how they just shoot Sakito in?
Oh, this was great.
They fucking
I feel like this week's ending sequence was them answering that.
In the
In the
snarkiest way possible.
Look, he's totally there.
He's half their size.
We're not redoing it. You fucking nerds.
Why is he so small?
And half the time he's got a glowy effect around him.
The lighting was different when they did it with him.
He's totally there in that alley in Ginza.
And then
the best part is that it's not even consistent. Sometimes they go back to the fucking bubbles.
And what was our lesson this week?
Soccer
Don't play
sucks.
soccer near the road.
It's always don't blank in the streets. So of course it was gonna be don't play soccer in the streets.
I'm sorry, my favorite is still when it gets dark out, go the fuck home.
Oh, why would you wear cleats to a store?
It's so out of touch with vehicle stuff. Just, hey, it's dark out. Stay the fuck home.
You'll get run over by a car.
I'm imagining you're
You're
gonna
still
like
here?
you're gonna like
home.
continue. They're gonna continue on with the sports thing. They're gonna have a hockey episode, and in the ending credits, it's like don't play hockey in the streets, and the entire country of Canada is gonna sue Toei.
Street hockey.
It's the best place to play hockey.
No. If they ever do a hockey episode and they cut to the ending, like the ending dance, I will personally edit it myself. When it cuts to the lesson, I'll put in Wayne's World's car.
Game on.
Game on.
Hi, Wayne. Hi.
Next week is the Christmas episode. Oh boy.
Woo!
Another
Hey,
one.
I mean, I love a good Christmas episode in Toku.
All right, that is it for Boonboomger. Orb, thank you for joining us. I understand you haven't seen the topics, so you'll be stepping out.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having me here. It was fun.
Of course.
Well, like I said, I haven't seen the movie, but if I have to guess one thing, I'll say Jasmine Sunstein.
You might be onto something.
Well, that's it. Thank you for having me.
All right.
Sure, man. Nice having you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Good night, man.
Second time. So yes, Decaranger 20th Fireball Booster. Or should we say Fireball Boomer?
I cannot tell you how much this just felt like a Dekaranger episode. Like,
Yeah.
From years ago. It's amazing. Like these characters have not changed at all in 20 fucking years.
I thought you were about to say these characters have not aged well.
And I love it too. The whole thing of this movie was like you see Bon and like he's not really being himself, and everyone else is noticing that. And then his whole lesson he learned was, oh my god, I've been holding myself back this whole time. If I just be myself like I've always been, I'll kick so much more ass.
Oh yeah, because Bon shit. What has his name? Deca Blue.
Oh god.
OG with an H.
Yeah, right. It's just like he's like, Bon, what's up with you? He's like, dude, I'm almost fucking 40.
Time to retire.
He doesn't look 40.
For me, my first impression going into this was I'm happy to just be watching a Sentai movie longer than 30 fucking minutes.
But then we saw what that extra 20 or so was made up of. We'll get to Koichi. Sorry.
But yes.
Also, a funny thing, because we made the joke about it earlier, about the 20th episode of Decaranger. So just for laughs, I looked it up. Like, what actually was the 20th episode about? So the 20th episode was called Running Hero. A mad bomber alienizer forces the Decarangers to play in a game with the Earth at stake, where Kruger peculiarly makes Bond the participant who must run to defuse the targets.
So it also involved bombs.
Yes, a little bit.
Wow.
Don't most episodes of Decaranger involve bombs?
That's pretty well.
And also looking at like some of the things from the games, I guess it was Squid Game to a degree.
But yeah, no, that like overall, like this movie was really fun. Like as like a Decaranger movie, I just like I had a really hard time following like the plot of this movie.
Honestly, it wasn't really until like I could guess some things, and then it was actually revealed. It's like that's how I found it.
I will.
I had to watch it twice because Cell watched it and then Paul came over and watched it on separate days. So watching it the second time, knowing the context of everything that was happening, it made a lot more sense. The thing that made everything way more confusing than it had to be was the fact that Ryenjo's emotions were displayed flipped. Mm-hmm. Like, she's happy when she's angry and vice versa. That's what made everything really confusing.
So a woman.
Whoa.
I wasn't going to bring it there, but if you want to, I will not associate with that assessment.
Canceled.
Judgment time.
Why can't I find a girlfriend?
The cleverest thing this movie fucking did, which I really loved, was so there's like a part in the movie where like Jasmine, like she notices something and she goes to pick it up, and I'm like, oh no, don't.
You're gonna say it.
And they didn't. But then later on, they're at their base and they're sitting down at a table, and then she's like, oh, I have this object, I could probably read it. And so she goes to do her thing. You hear the narrator start saying it, and then Bon interrupts the narrator by explaining it, and then literally the narrator goes, stole my thing. And I was like, I'm just sitting there like, okay, Decaranger, that was fucking clever.
My favorite thing about this movie overall is like Edogawa Rui, the new guy who has Decaret premiere mode in the first fight. My favorite.
Can I just say that is the best looking Decaranger suit?
It's really good. I like it.
It is fucking awesome.
I don't know. Japan gave us that, but then we made the Decaranger though.
Oh yeah, because that's Sky when he's the head of SPD. That's right.
It almost looks like that art that on the right almost looked like it's dipping into Ho-Oh Soldier.
It's so good.
But what I was gonna say is my favorite thing about this movie in general is that Edogawa Rui exists as an excuse to like look at the quirks of the Decaranger characters from an objective new guy standpoint. So he observes all of their weird powers and quirks, and then goes, "You guys are freaks!
You guys are a bunch of weird fucking clowns!"
He legit thinks they're fucking insane.
Yeah, he's Frank Grimes.
I can touch objects without gloves because I'm Jasmine.
Also, I love this suit. I love this suit so much that I still kept the edit that Decker made for me like a long time ago.
Oh yeah,
that's a cool one.
It's so cool. But no, the other thing that was my favorite was I think it was Senchan and Deca break, like they go to Kochi or whatever. And so they're like, he's doing all this like tour, sightseeing, shopping and stuff. And I'm just sitting here, it's like, Is he really using this investigation as an excuse to just go on a fucking trip? And then he actually has a legit reason why he did all this. And I'm like, okay, fuck Senchan, you're a badass, dude.
Except it's kind of both, because literally this movie was actually sponsored by Kochi.
So, like, again, that extra 20 minutes you were so craving, it's kind of a tourist video.
It was literally just a fucking ad for the Kochi prefecture.
Hey everybody, get in the Patreon, donate money, and we will go to Kochi.
Decaranger 20th anniversary site tour.
Castranger goes to Kochi.
That's why they were so big on that mascot.
Tokyo.
That's why they were so big on that mascot character that he bought.
The bear with boobs?
Yeah, it was a weird design.
Strange.
You don't know about Kochi's main baseball team, the Kochi Titty Bears?
Yeah. Can I just say, whoever the fuck the suit actor was, for Deca, what is it, Decaranger Premiere or whatever?
Deca Premiere Mode.
Deca Premiere Mode? He's tall ass motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit, was he fucking towering over everybody?
If I have one issue with this movie, and I don't know if it's just the version, the copy that we were using or whatever, but the soundtrack track is really poorly edited into this.
There was some weirdly not great sound mixing in the version we watched.
Yeah.
That's unfortunately something I'm noticing with
Did this movie air in theaters?
These days.
Yes, it did.
That's why.
There you go.
Okay.
The movie aired in theaters, so its sound was mixed according to theater speakers.
They didn't remix it for a home video release.
No, they don't do that.
Yeah.
Again, they're trying to get you to buy sound bars. They don't want you using TV speakers anymore.
I have like sound bars, and we still experience that. But so yeah, we go to Shin Neo Deca Base. The base so nice we built it thrice.
I'm glad they kept the dog head. That really tied the whole thing together.
The new Deca.
The true new Deca Base.
It's the last one, we swear.
I love that in all of Tokusatsu, you know, they won't save the Shin Kamen Rider suit. They won't like restore the Blade suit or like the double suit or something. But no, Doggy Kruger's suit? Nope, that's gotta be preserved like fucking Lenin.
Preserved to the point where we didn't see it at all. Preserved to the point where we didn't see it at all in the whole fucking movie.
I was honestly wondering if they were missing like half the suit, and this was like a Ninja Turtles 3 situation where they could only have him from like the waist up, but no, he's there.
It's preserved immaculate.
Also, Lane,
Go ahead.
The reason is because furries look after their shit. Okay?
That's a fursuit. That costs a lot of money.
I like to think fursuits are like really easy to maintain.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I think we've said this before, but how do you know?
I'll always say
nonchalant little from you.
I'll always say the Power Rangers version of Doggy Kruger is way better.
Oh God, yes!
I was about to say.
It's a whole other tier.
Like this does look. It looks like a mascot, like Decaranger Kruger.
American Kruger looks like an alien.
Yeah,
Japanese Kruger looks like a furry.
Unfortunately, we saw the auctions for all the Power Ranger items, and the Doggy Kruger Power Ranger suit did not last the test of time.
So in the end, who won really?
Also, just to confirm with you, Lane, the Deca Red Premier suit actor, different from the regular suit actor.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because it's a different character.
Hirofumi Fukuzawa, Deca Red and Q Ranger.
He was Deca Red and Q Ranger.
He was Go on Red.
Yeah, remember when they teamed up with Deca Red and Gavv?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Gokai Red, Gosei Blue, Boken Red, Geki Red, Maji Green.
Neat.
Oh,
this guy's been around.
Never mind. He was Deca Red and Decaranger.
Okay. I
Why
like
does
that.
Give me a different guy then.
I don't know. I like that at the early part of this movie they confirmed that the Tombo Oger mini special does happen before this movie because we get a clip of the second Pink Ranger leaving the branch.
Senshin, why does everyone always leave Earth? What do you mean? Well, every time we get someone new, they end up leaving for another branch. Oh God, are we toxic?
I love that they say that right before an explosion happens, so my response to that was, well, your workplace may or may not be toxic, but it certainly is explosive.
Well, I guess my memory's bad, because when could Jasmine teleport?
I was fucking floored by that.
Should we
The
talk
narrator
about
just drops. Jasmine, after giving birth, gained the ability to teleport, but she lost it after 10 years, and I'm like, fucking what?
That's a new part of the female anatomy lore. Like,
First of all, how? Second of all, why? Third of all, why would you say that?
When and where and how and why?
Well, she married another Esper, and then they had an Esper baby, which probably
Esper babies.
You're reading all
What's
your
her-
mind.
teleport?
Did she ever teleport?
I haven't seen Decaranger. Like,
probably in the 10-year anniversary movie, or in something that came after that.
Fucking
Yeah, I remember
must have. It must have been worth mentioning.
Jasmine is fucking busted. God damn.
oh, I thought you were dead. Nope.
Also, can I just say Umiko continues to be my favorite pink in all of Sentai. She
Is that
not
because she
changed-
gets naked again?
No, I just love
She
her.
gets how long?
I love her bubbly personality, and also I love that like she's so dramatic when she gets fucking shot, and she just like on the ground, she's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Don't worry, I had a vest on." I'm like,
She's going full Frodo when he got stabbed by that troll. It's like, dude, that didn't go in. What the? Why are you going? Ugh?
There's no blood.
yeah, but like I love Umiko. She's fucking great.
It's just fun.
You still feel an impact when you're wearing a
Yeah, but you don't go. Ugh.
Well, no, that was just her being her because she's
That was her
overdramatic.
selling it.
Yeah. This was her day at the theater.
Umiko, are you alright?
You shot me, pranked.
I also like to predict that one of Cell's favorite scenes was probably Deca Blue being beat up by the fucking old cat lady.
It wasn't my favorite scene, but it was pretty funny.
That was fun.
Like, I was wondering, is that someone of note, Gar, playing that old cat lady? It felt like that.
I love the like. I was a cat girl in my youth. I could kick your ass.
It's like, oh no, you were cringe too.
Housewife, not cocaine.
Oh. So okay, so like yeah, the whole thing of this episode is literally they're looking for a bomber, right?
Yeah.
And because
Yeah.
like there was like at the impact site of like, was it a bomb originally or was it like a meteor?
There was a thing that fell from space, and
Yeah.
that was the seed. And then separately, there were explosions happening, and that's what we find out was planting the paratonium as fertilizer.
And it seems this woman with red earrings is setting them off. There's this little like.
I saw that woman, and my first reaction was female Sakito.
What are you doing here?
Black mullet, purple outfit. It's Sakito.
But we gotta talk about Chibi Captain America.
Puru?
Well,
Yeah.
that thing reminded me of like, what was that? It was in a Dragon Ball movie or something, like Vegeta's brother's wife or something. Like
What?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, there is a Dragon Ball special that came out before Battle of the like few years before Battle of Gods, where it's revealed that Vegeta has a brother who is
Tarple.
out in space. Yeah, Tarble, and he is
I
married.
get it. Vegetable.
In which, yes, he is canon because in
God damn
Battle of Gods they acknowledge his existence.
Yeah,
Wait,
in one of
wait.
the episodes of Super, it's like, hey Vegeta, don't you have a brother? Yes.
Wait, Orb, are you telling me that Jasmine's baby teleported from outside?
From inside her womb to outside.
God damn it, that also happened in Super.
But that make things easier.
But that means Jasmine technically didn't give birth.
Well, that actually
Most would prefer that. I think.
That's a C-section at best.
that also happened in Super. It's like Vegeta was like, I'm not participating in this tournament until after my daughter is
What the
born.
fuck is this lima bean with a limb?
This is Tarble's wife. This is what I was talking about.
Oh.
Doesn't he kind of look like our dude with hair?
It's like
Without
an
hair?
axolotl without ears.
It looks like the dudes from the fucking Bardock movie. We're all
Also-
Super Saiyans!
I could tell when I saw Puro, I'm like, oh, you're the bad guy.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
So
we all
like,
called it.
Yeah.
like he's flying around, like he flies up into a.
Killer of the Earth will end!
But like I hear his high pitched voice, and I'm like, oh god, I recognize that voice. I recognize that son of a bitch voice. It's Chibi Godzilla. It's Chibi Godzilla. Yes, the main antagonist is voiced by Jun Fukuyama, who is best known as Baron Nero.
Oh, fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I also love that in his true form, for some fucking reason, he just had a head of luxurious hair.
Well, yeah, he's worth it.
Is like him, Rotoman, is he some sort of reference that I also didn't pick up on?
I mean, legitimately, the Captain America, like came forward when he was in his full form with the star and everything. I like the form, like the hair itself, not my favorite, but I really like the face. Like, it looked like a goat
The face
skull.
was cool.
Mhm.
I just didn't know why he had to have that hair.
Why not? He's an alien.
Sure.
Oh, you know what else are aliens, apparently? Geishas.
Yeah, they went to like the alien ward and there was just a fucking geisha in a cage.
That felt like just fill up the background with costumes.
It felt
what do we have?
It felt like we were in the fucking alien underground town from Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush.
And Cell, for your question of who the housewife was, suit actress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's why she had moves.
That's why she can move so well.
Best known for being Mega Pink, Gal White, Master Shafu from Dekaranger.
That's why she was a cat girl. She was Gal White.
Oh.
I guess she was Deca Pink in the 10 years after movie.
Oh,
fun.
So yellow,
Very nice.
pink.
Deca Pink wasn't here this one.
He's like,
Deca Pink?
Oh, I forgot. It's fine.
So basically, the plot become as the plot gets revealed, the woman who they thought was the culprit was the wife of the actual space drug lord who was experiencing domestic abuse and was trying to get away, but her daughter was kidnapped by the actual villain and she was forced to do things against her will.
She ratted out her husband.
Yeah,
right,
to the cops.
So they came. And while they were saying, "Don't worry, we'll give you protection," that's when Puru.
That's when he was kidnapped.
Yeah,
he kidnapped her.
Yeah.
So good job with the protection, Space Police.
Just like real police.
But the fact that her happiness and anger get displayed in reverse is what made things confusing.
Yeah, it's very Star Trek, old-fashioned alien.
And then Hoji comes in. Yeah, she's from another planet that just got added to like the Space Alliance, so now we can translate her weird language.
Conveniences were wonderful.
Magical bullshit. Go.
It was funny when they're saying goodbye and they're just like, "Thank you very much."
Yeah, they're supposed to be happy, but it's weird. So the actual plan of the actual villain, who was the right-hand man of the dead drug lord who got deleted in the flashback, his plan was the seed that fell from space was the seed of the space opiates that they were peddling. So the explosions they were setting off were spreading the peritonium fertilizer, which then, once they activate the seed, all coalesces into basically the coming of the Jamato.
Which means that they're trying to turn the entire Earth into a field of poppies. Poppies! In order to make space opiates.
Yeah, so I'm like, this is just Sentai Geats. It's just the Jamato again.
It's really,
You know what,
it's Sentai Scarface.
That too.
Kinda.
You know what? Not gonna lie.
And Puru was the little friend.
That's some range for a suit actress.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of different functions there.
That cat head's pretty good.
Yeah, Master Shafu.
Oh.
That gap in the neck is where they saw through, probably.
Oh.
So it's like, is he related to Master Shifu?
So let's talk about Kochi for 20 minutes, like the movie did.
Kochi looks beautiful.
It looks like a nice place to go.
I did enjoy that Decaranger Robo shot out a giant fucking Murphy. That was awesome. That was so fucking
I love the fact that
It wasn't actually Murphy. It was a virus vector program shaped like Murphy.
You gotta have more witness. So like it was also funny because like by the end, like when I do like the whole reveal happens in a church because we gotta always do this in a church.
Where else should we have villains confess their sins?
Oh, it's the
Decaranger has done a lot of stuff within a church.
I'm guessing Kochi in particular back in the day was particularly opposed to the Tokugawa shogunate.
Or they just paid for the movie.
Probably did that.
Well, I mean, like if that church is in Kochi, because it looks like they're doing.
I don't know if that church was in Kochi. It didn't feel related to the Kochi plot.
Oh no, it wasn't. It
was just the third place when they triangulated the locations of the explosions.
Oh, okay.
I want to say Toei has their own like church set.
The Toku Church.
The Toku Church.
Yeah, where Brave debuted.
Instead of pews, it's just got white plastic chairs.
Subaraya one.
Yeah.
Just remember when we saw Zenkaiser in like a suit with his helmet on? It was fucking awesome.
But yeah, it was great how like I can't remember his name, but the orange guy. Who by the way, the fact that he didn't end up as an orange like Decaranger by the end, like come on,
me off, yeah.
Him having an orange suit really got my hopes up.
Yeah, like I was hoping it was like okay, Red's gonna get the red suit again. And he'll get more.
I like that Decared Premier was supposed to be is actually like Bond's form, but he just lends it to his freaking student.
he's training his replacement.
This also though, like it proves something, like because when he takes the shot at the innocent lady and he ends up hitting Pink. Okay, so these aren't like wonderful, like fantastical, super high tech like lasers,
blasters,
like plasma bolts. No, lead. Hot lead.
Yeah, the cops are shooting hot lead out of their futuristic looking guns.
Which, funny enough, in Power Rangers SPD, they had to change the effect to it being lasers.
No,
that's interesting.
And yet the Decarangers guns are still using that same old bit crushed ass shooting sound.
We can't afford new sounds.
No, I love it.
What are we, Kyoryuger? Oh wait, they don't do that either.
No,
no, they just do a samba.
We didn't even talk about the fact that there's like a plant monster in Kochi.
Oh yeah, so the reason they went through that whole plot with Kochi was to bring souvenirs to get information out of this one plant alien with literal fucking tree trunks for legs.
I got trees for legs. You want to see?
They're actually look at these.
There was an actual alienizer in SPD with from the same race.
Yeah, I was trying to read up on her because at one moment she says Momentai. And I'm like, who is this? Terriermon's VA? Apparently not.
Boom. God bless you.
Yeah, they could have just used the Boom SPD suit for Rui.
No, they couldn't. It got sold at the auction.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When was this movie filmed?
I think the helmet went for like $2,000.
Damn.
We still gotta like look through that at some point.
Yeah. But yeah, so Hoji shows up in the middle of the fight wielding D-Sword Vega because I guess the fucking Kruger isn't showing up to fight this movie.
I want to say, so like I think I was the most upset that Kruger didn't have much to do here, but the fact that he that Blue went to go get that sword to give to Red, I did like that. That was cool.
I'm thinking this about the Kruger suit. Just because it looks really good doesn't mean that the condition that it's in is good enough for like prolonged use in a shot.
And I'm fine for that, but I'm talking he should have had like I don't know what it's called, like the 100 suit.
The Decamaster.
Yeah, Decamaster, like to fight alongside. And you know, this is Sentai. They like to like we morphed off screen. You know?
Sure.
Or they could have just played the stock engine.
You could have done that.
Or you know, just saying here.
God knows they were okay using the stock sequence for the Deca machines.
It's also, you know, it's 20 years later. I think Doggy Kruger is quite old.
That's what I was just about to say. Just it has been 20 years. Doggy was already old then.
Yeah, I think he's in an administrative position 100% at this point.
Torin's 65 million years old. He was kicking ass till the end. What the hell?
but that's in bird years. Doggy's a dog.
It's reversed.
I would love to see Kruger and Torin fighting together.
That would be awesome.
Every human year is 7 dog years.
Someone give me that fan art, please.
Yeah.
What's with animal mentor rangers having swords as their signature weapon?
It's cool.
Yeah.
That's it.
So Bond shakes himself out of his I must retire mind frame and decides I'm a fireball and I'm gonna burn bright. So
oh yeah, I'm a shonen protagonist.
He went full boomer. I will not retire and allow my job to pass on.
Yeah, fireball boomer, like I said. So he takes back the SP1.
Could that be the title of the episode? Fireball Boomer.
Sure. So he takes back the SP1 license, goes into Deca Red Premiere, and then starts fighting with the D-Sword Vega.
And it's awesome.
Until he accidentally whiffs his fucking attack and plants the sword in the stone.
And what do we do with this?
After using his feet to parry an attack, he goes, "Fuck it!" Hooks the fucking sword up, taking a chunk of the ground with it.
And I love the monster, like, what was his name? Rottman?
Rottman.
Rottman's reaction to this is our reaction. Like, what the hell?
And then he just proceeds to just wail on him with the big piece of ground.
I love it.
Sword in the stone, more like sword and the stone.
Yeah, we're gonna give you sword and stone. And what was it? You guys were making references to Mjolnir while we were watching.
Oh yeah, like there's this thing in like I can't remember which series, but one of the Avengers series where like Thor's fighting Thanos, and Thanos can't lift the hammer, right? So he just grabs Thor and hits him on the hammer.
Oh, that was in Avengers Assembled cartoon.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can find that.
But yeah, so he's wielding the D-Sword Vega under a huge chunk of fucking concrete and stone, just bashing the fuck out of Rodman. That was great.
Just because you're not chosen doesn't mean you can't be effective.
And then we finally get the Judgment Time bit.
Yeah.
Judgment Time.
And it's always been hilarious to me how they claim that like the judgment comes from like a space council that's far away, and my immediate reaction to that is, so what you're telling me, the permission to delete an alien is coming from someone far away who has not seen or heard any of what's been happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like the justice system.
Sounds like cops. Sounds about cops.
That sounds like a court of law. Proceed.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. So yeah, he does the boost slash. The ending's the monster's dead. Rui calls everyone a bunch of weirdos.
We're all weirdos.
Which, fair.
And then we get the ending dance.
And you could tell these guys, most of these guys did not remember the choreography.
It was very out of sync.
It's like when I try to dance, like
Decaranger.
Yeah, the ending theme is a bop after all these years.
Yeah. Like it's like old.
You're lucky your song is so good. No, but like if you watch the actual ending of the show, the song is played while they're in like a jazz club. So like it's on purpose.
That makes sense.
And like it's an alienizer singing it.
Yeah, it's like an alien jazz club.
Love it.
Also, it's
I wouldn't mind checking out Decaranger.
It's the. Oh, Sal was saying he wouldn't mind checking out Decaranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch that after we watch Kiva.
Ooh. Also, just for a random side note, because I looked up Orange Rangers.
Orange?
Apparently, this is a thing.
You're orange?
Are you orange?
Dino Charge Orange.
Oh.
What dinosaur is he?
Let me see.
He's based on the
What does it look like?
the Black Ranger. The Black Ranger. Yeah, Stega.
Actually, no, that's Blues.
No, the crocodile one. You know, the Black Ranger.
Dinosuchus?
Oh.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called.
Dinos Grander.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Apparently, this is a thing in like a foreign country.
Orange.
I dig it.
Yeah, I'm always good with more Kyoryugers. And his band being made of yellow teeth means he's alive and not dead.
I'm guessing he's based on that.
The Dinosuchus.
Yeah, I like this movie. I think out of the 20th anniversary trilogy, this one's the best one.
This one felt the most like a straightforward movie. Like most of them seem like they're trying to like have a little fun with the formula. This was like, let's just make a Decaranger movie.
This felt like it could be an episode.
Yeah, like who was saying that earlier? Lane?
Yeah.
And it didn't involve the Rangers pissing themselves.
You know what? Turns out you don't need that, but it's good when it works. Because it works. It works in Ranger. Let's be honest.
My thing about this movie is that like when you're looking at what's on the screen, it's very elaborate because the Decaranger world almost kind of feels like Star Wars because it's got this alien multiculturalism to it, and it's very high concept. But at the same time, I can't help but think that everything on screen simultaneously looked a little bit cheap.
Yeah.
Everything seemed a little like this felt like it had that they were stretching just a bit more than an episode's budget.
The budget going in one direction means it's not going in the other direction.
Exactly.
And like again, like the whole, well, we need an alien in the shot, a geisha, which feels like Japan being racist against itself.
A little bit.
It's weird.
So it's apparently from
saying, Of course, there's geishas in space. Japan is the center of all
Spacious.
culture.
It's true.
Yeah.
There would be weebs in space. Yeah.
We're weebs out in space.
I was hoping to see an equation.
Yeah, that would have been a really deep cut and a nice touch.
Yeah.
Funny enough, apparently there's an equation in the background in SPD.
That is true.
That's great.
Did you not know about that?
I don't know if I did.
It's not like a character or anything, just someone in the back, but it's Great touch.
Oh my goodness! Next year's 2025. Are we gonna have to do December Space Patrol Delta Edition?
Oh yeah,
I'm down for that.
You know what? Because that's the whole point.
SPD is great.
SPD is amazing.
Top 5 opening themes.
Spoiler alert. There will not be a December next year.
No.
Instead, we'll be talking about SPD throughout the entire year, looking at the top 10 best episodes of SPD.
SPD December.
One of them has to be when Sky gets to be red for like
That is one of the episodes.
Fucking A.
And yes, we will be talking about the 2 crossover episodes with Dino Thunder.
Nice.
Those are good ones.
No one gets inside.
No one gets inside.
Virgin Anthem.
I don't know about that actually.
All right.
So apparently that Dino Charge Orange Ranger is from Germany.
Oh, okay.
Germany.
Hocus Pocus.
Weird character name.
He's an alien that can shapeshift into anything, so he shapeshifts himself into a ranger form.
Oh, so it's you in the Castranger video
Doesn't
game
that sound familiar?
Okay, I was looking up Torn and Kruger, and unfortunately, this is probably the most safe for work one I could find. It's pretty badass.
Yeah.
They're both blue too. I swear, this is a fucking coincidence. Or this was intentional.
Oh, there's a lot of Doggy Kruger porn.
No.
On both ends.
Furries like their porn.
Yeah, we do.
Just the Deca Master suit, but instead of 100, it says 34.
Okay, someone make that for me.
It's gonna.
I also just gotta love
D sword
Bond.
indeed.
Mm-hmm. It's the D sword. Yeah.
Just gotta love Bond though. Just I'll keep being myself even in another 20 years. It's like, okay, dude, calm the fuck down.
Decaranger 40th anniversary.
Whoever's still fucking around by then.
I'm still fired up.
All right. Well, anyways, that was the Decaranger 20 years movie. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Very Decaranger.
It's cute.
I liked it.
I liked it too.
Looking forward to watching Decaranger at some point.
You're going to love it.
I got, I think, 35 episodes in, and then I stopped watching, and I need to finish it.
Oh, his name actually is Hokux Pokux?
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Also, just gotta give it to Decaranger. Every time they show up, they do just it. Decaranger's one of those seasons where even after the show ends, the story is still going because it's such a simple story.
Yeah, they're just alien
It's
cops.
Cops doing cop shit.
It works when a team that's literally their job. You know.
Yeah.
Like it works best in that regard. Yeah.
Yeah, because even
Like,
after the villain's defeated, their jobs don't disappear.
It's like we still got to put parking tickets.
Yeah, like-
out, you know?
Like I like that Umiko brings up at the beginning. It's like, hey, it's been 20 years since we've been like been a part of the Earth branch. It's like, man, where's the time go?
Yeah, she like shows a thing on her phone, and then Selva's like, "It's the Decaranger Gotcha app."
Bye now. I've been hearing about this case in America in the Southwest. Heisenberg and his blue drugs.
Judgment. Innocent. What? I'm doing this for my family. Oh, okay. Now that you say that.
No, Gar. You did it for me.
All right, well, that will be Castranger for the week and for the year.
Did it. 2024.
Another year in the bag, in the books, in the can, under wrap.
10 years.
Another reference.
What will the future hold for Castranger next year? Well, more hijinks, more tears, more laughs, and a little green alien that only Gar can see.
I call them Miss Squishies.
They'll never stop, Castranger. Have no fears, we've got episodes for years.
As long as
Cancelled.
Lane becomes a
I
robot.
was about to say that.
So gets the surgery.
Paul gets a cell phone.
Gar fucking dies. Wait, what?
Okay.
Yes. From everyone here at Castranger, I think we all wish you a very good and a very safe new year.
Happy holiday, whichever one you celebrate.
And you know,
non-denominational holiday greetings to all.
A warm snowflake day to you all. That's for Emily. She'll know that reference.
What about all the atheist people? Have a nice day.
Have a nice Wednesday.
When does Christmas fall this year?
Wednesday.
Does it? Yeah.
Everybody knows atheists still celebrate Christmas.
Do you think
Japan
they turn down?
celebrates
Think
Christmas.
they turn down presents?
Everyone likes presents.
Enjoy your present-filled Wednesday, you heathens. I'm kidding.
Hope we all get a Sentai or Kamen
Happy
show.
Frieza Day!
There you go.
There we go. That's one we can all agree on.
Boxing Day, because it's the one day of the year where I don't have to hear about you.
Me?
You know, it's such a sad thing that Boxing Day is about capitalism and not just being legally allowed to throw hands all day.
When you're right, you're right.
It's like a non-lethal version of the Purge.
I was just
You got a problem with someone on Boxing Day? Just throw hands.
It could be like, it's like, instead of on Christmas he gives gifts, it's like, well, happy Boxing Day. I got you this box. Oh my god, I got you this box.
But I sold all my things I would have put in a box. Steed's gift to the
I
Magi
sold all
again.
the things that I would have put in my box.
It's all gift to the Magi again. That's how we do full circle. All right, so we're not going to do G-Kai Radio Sentai Castranger because we're going to be taking the next couple weeks off and coming back in 2025. What our topic will be, we've probably written it down somewhere, but I'm not checking.
It's a double feature.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do a double episode special.
Yeah, it's a double episode because there'll be this week's and then that week's episodes of Castranger when we come back.
Yeah.
And then
it works out every year.
After that, it'll probably be what we've been doing recently, which is the summer movies.
Yeah.
Oh, the return of discussion topics are coming back next year.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Intelligent discourse on this show?
On my Castranger?
It's more likely than you think.
Is it?
It's still low, but anyway, thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. The primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Discord, Twitter, Patreon, merch store, all of our cool shit. I'm going to give a shout out to our currently active patrons once I pull out the list. There we go. We got Blaze, Armorhide, Sentai VT, Midas the Fool, Vegas Bear, and Locke. That's Locke HQU, or Locke for short, I guess.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for supporting what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that'll be it. Let us know what you thought of these episodes and the movie in the comments. Let us know what you'd like us to talk about in the new year. And we will see you next year.
May the power protect you.
Bye-bye.
Stay Sentai, everyone, and Akiella will return.
Oh, God!